am watching you guys, and I will answer all the questions, but I do not want to interrupt this brother. You know, this is his interview.
This is your boy Richie Rich coming to you today with another video. And just like I said, family, we gonna take this channel to another.
Hey, Eric.
Let
me get you hot on this channel.
To as high as we can go. You know, we're gonna bring in information. You know, we can do so many other things to keep you.
Thank you, Eric.
I don't own the music in the background,
on
Facebook.
Something else.
So I don't mute my video.
You know, and then let us give a disclaimer to the music that's playing in the back. We don't own copyrights or anything to the music.
Yeah, but
we want to set the tone. We just set the tone for this family. And right now, without further ado, this is my brother. I reached out to, and this brother's on another wave. This is what Dallas really needs. See, we need to be able to talk about the realness because. All the rest of that is out the window. The holding up signs and waiting on somebody to save us is out the window. People, we gotta save ourselves.
Netflix,
we gotta believe in ourselves. We got to, but it's gonna take work. This is not no magic smoke. This ain't some get rich scheme.
We live. I'm gonna show y'all what's going on right quick.
This is real. This is tuning in and knowing, but we gonna take it for Valentine's Day. We're gonna take this thing in another way. We're gonna take this thing to love and mental health.
Love and mental health.
Love and mental health. See, we're gonna talk about something that needs to be talked about in the Black community. Love and mental health. That's what we need to talk about because it all coincides. So we're gonna get into that space.
Ishtar, Isis, whatever energy you want to name, feminine energy.
Get your blunt.
Is what this day was about.
And join us on
so understanding peace and love.
Join us on this voyage.
So understanding.
We're not asking for no money. See, it don't cost no money just, for you to come get the
day that
what it costs is for you
that you to honor your significant other.
Do what you do.
It's a day to honor love in its totality.
That's your choice.
And when you know that love exists on the plane,
and make your decision.
Greater than
bro?
Something that
we
have given to somebody. Giving away this right.
Coming with my brother.
It's all to do with mental health.
Right.
So we're gonna tie it all in together.
We come up with some spiritual healing for the Black community. Now, I'm talking about Black because
take that. We're about to get started.
The brother over there doesn't see a color. See, the Most High didn't see a color because he didn't speak a color. He did not speak a color. He spoke a vibration.
How y'all doing?
So if you vibrating,
y'all all right?
And you willing to accept the truth because we all have to accept the truth.
I want to show
if y'all got some questions too, I'll answer them.
We
we're doing that right now. And if you want to join the YouTube channel, it's
a flick of the wrist.
I'm on my
probably have somebody comment.
Does that mean a lot to you?
Yes, it means.
Can we see what you got around your
knee? It means life, right?
Let us see that. We went and got
the YouTube channel is From the Ground Up Productions. From the Ground Up Production. We live on YouTube right now too, y'all.
Hey, since they got the same thing, since they what do you about those things that you have on your wrist? We can show my people in yours.
Okay, they asking about my bracelets, all right, and what they represent. So I'm gonna give them a rundown of what they all represent, and maybe y'all kind of understand better too why we're on.
We welcome, brother.
This is Peridot. All right, this is a stone for abundance. This is a stone for feminine energy. This is a stone for cleansing and a stone for allowing your intuition to be increased. This is just a chakra alignment bracelet. It has amethyst and it has every stone of the chakra, from the crown down to the root, with some cornelian, some jasper, some lapis. It has some amethyst. It has some aventurine. It also has some citrine. And this is angelite, with moonstone. And this is a stone for ancestral connection. This is a stone for psychic energy. And this stone, this is a Palo Santo bracelet.
Palo Santo.
Yeah, it's a wood, Palo Santo bracelet. So it actually activates with my chi energy. And if you smell it, you can smell the Palo Santo coming from it. So it's good for spiritual connection, good for cleansing, keeping negative energies away from you, helping your auroric field. This is lapis lazuli. This is an ancient stone of psychic energy. The Egyptians used to keep it a lot. An ancient stone that the ancestors used to wear, and it has clear quartz in it. And my queen made this, and she made this bracelet as well. And this has the clear quartz in it to amplify the energy of the psychic energy, because tap into the psychic energy in there.
What do those stones mean to you, my brother?
This is on your left side. I'm gonna give y'all a little something too. On your left side, you wear your spiritual connection stones. So any stone that you want to connect with intuition, any stone that gives you any type of inner strength, any type of connection to the divine, you wear that on your left side, all right? Because it's on the side of your heart, okay? So now, this is why I wear those, to keep me connected spiritually. Now, I wear these on my right side.
Okay, let's take a close look at what he has.
Now, on my right side, I wear these for protection and grounding, all right? Okay. This is red tiger's eye. This is for the root chakra.
My bro got the tiger's eye today.
This is for root chakra. This is also has copper in it.
Tiffany.
My queen made this as well. And this is also good for the root chakra. It's good for that kundalini energy. It's good for activating that. This is labradorite. Labradorite is good for dispelling 5K energy, like around a lot of computers and stuff. It's a good stone to wear. So it's a good stone to have.
Show us which one.
Labradorite, this gray one right here.
Okay, the gray.
It's a good stone to wear if you want to keep, because dealing with a lot of 5K right now, you're around a lot of electronics. You're gonna want to protect yourself. So this is a good stone for protection against the 5K and the electronic energy. And also I have a bracelet. This is a charm bracelet, and this is a bracelet for good luck and protection. And it also has the eye and the 5 fingers, the 5 palms. So it's letting you know to dwell, repelling negative energy, and taking it away from you. Any type of negative ill will coming towards you, it takes it away from you. They call it the witch's hand and all kind of other stuff. There's a lot of names for it, but that's basically the energy.
Do you feel those on the regular?
On the regular, do I feel them? I'm in tune with them, so it doesn't. I don't have to have them on. But for me, I wear them for enhancement. You know, it's not like I lean on them, so they enhance what I already have. Because crystals, all right, they have silicone in them. Silicone is something that you have within your body. It's in your molecular makeup. We are stardust, so you are the element of the stars. Literally, 93% of them are stardust. So if you look at the earth it has the same elements as stardust. So we from the earth, you came from the earth, you shall return. Stones and crystals come from the earth. So we are connected. They all have energy within them that can be harnessed. And if you program them and you hold them in your left hand, this is how you program your stones. Wow. You can actually feel your heartbeat resonate with the crystal.
Right.
And the crystal will give you its essence, and that's how you program it. So anybody that didn't know how to program your crystals, all right, when you buy your crystals, you cleanse them with your sage. All right, you smudge them. All right, I'm gonna tell saging. I'm gonna say this right quick too. Saging is not. Listen to this. It's called smudging. All right, it's not saging, okay? Saging is just some shit you just like, all right? You just don't know what the hell you're doing. Smudging is cleansing, all right? You have to have intention behind what you're doing. So you have to allow, because all started with vibration. Vibration started with what? Thought. People think it started with word. Thought happened. So something had to happen in order for the thought and the vibration to be created. Like you are a ripple. So everything in creation is a ripple in creation. You get what I'm saying? So you started with a ripple and your vibration went outward. You know what I'm saying? So we're dealing with an aspect of you really being in tune with who you are, and allowing yourself to embrace all the things that the earth and the divine has to offer to you.
So before you get started, I want to ask you one question.
That my brother is giving today. We got to we can't look for nobody.
Can y'all hear me pretty good?
We got to
y'all there?
Save ourselves.
Yeah, I hear me pretty good.
And that's just
one question that I want to ask you. This is for my fam. This is for Nisi World.
Go ahead.
It's for unapologetic. What do you have to say for the people who says, you know what, this is sorcery, this is witchcraft, this is evil? For those who feel like that we're worshiping a false idol, for those who don't believe in, you know, first of all, you have to be awoke. You have to be awoke, and you have to accept the mentality that your ancestors have for you. And if you don't have that spiritual walk, sometimes it's not for everybody, but you have to learn. So at the end of the day, what do you have to say for those who feel like this is not a part of who we are? This is not right. What would you tell them?
See,
I'm sorry if I put you on the
spot.
No,
you good. I love it. Ask me any questions. Ask me any questions.
Give it to you
ask me any questions.
My brother gonna give it to you right.
Please ask me any questions.
My brother, hey, we gonna change the life.
Nah, you good.
Hey, let my brother go. He gonna give it to you right.
First of all,
he gonna give it to you
I want everybody to understand something. Right. I'm trying to make sure my connection is good over here.
Okay, and he is already burned the
my connection good over here with y'all.
Okay.
Y'all let me know if y'all can still.
Yes, words have power. Yes, they do, Q.
I say recording.
That's right.
Very
informative.
It is Tiffany.
Hey, y'all
we don't get this every day. This is a special treat.
Hey.
So we're going to give a shout out to Sensei because we don't get this all the time. And it's just so funny how the ancestors linked us in with him on tonight. When me and bro woke up thinking about the energy and the empowerment we have for believing in us and our ancestors.
We already knew
it was meant to be.
We already knew this was coming, sis. Hey, you better look at the signs. You better stop paying attention to it. See, people pay attention to everybody else so much. Pay attention to yourself.
You hear me?
This is what we trying to do. And my brother's gonna do it. I can't do production and not do what I need to do. I know it take a team.
But they say who is a production artist.
Listen.
He got it.
And ain't no artist. We kings. Ain't no downplaying. Ain't no nigga. We kings. What the fuck? See, that's the matter with you. That's what matter with you shoe shine niggas. See that's what's wrong with you shoe shine niggas. You niggas is always trying to get in the head of your brother. See, you niggas is always trying to get in the head of your sister instead of pulling your sister up. You niggas, we don't want you niggas. You niggas, get your ass away from her.
Nobody don't take offense.
Keep your slave ass. Get your slave ass and get back to picking cotton, cause that's what niggas gonna do. You see, we ain't talking to niggas. We talking about the woke. We talking about the ones who sick and tired and know and want to embrace. We ain't talking about you. We ain't talking about you niggas who sleep. We ain't talking about you. Go back to sleep. And it's okay. I'm not judging you.
They said it was
I was a nigga who was asleep. I was a nigga who was asleep. Okay. See, I was in that sleep state. See, I was the nigga who was in that sleep state. See, that's why I can talk about the nigga. Because I was the nigga who was in that sleep state.
You can talk about the nigga because you was the nigga.
Come on, I was the nigga. I was the field nigga. I was the slave nigga. I was the killer nigga. I was the pimp nigga. I was the buck nigga. I was the nigga. I was every kind of nigga that you wanted to believe. But guess what? I was a nigga over you niggas. See, I always been a nigga over niggas.
Nigga.
Yeah.
My nigga Sensei.
Bring a nigga out.
My nigga.
Now
I'm gonna bring a nigga out.
Okay, now back to the question.
Back to the question at hand.
I want to, first of all, because that's what we're dealing with. We're talking about mental health. All the aspects of what people believe or what people know has been given to them. All right. Now, what does this mean for you as a person? If you think about who you are and you think about what you believe or what you know, you're a product of everybody else's thoughts, everybody else's ideas, everybody else's beliefs. You don't know who you are. So everything that you know and believe has been taught to you. So everything that you deem is evil, everything that you deem is good, everything that you deem was bad is somebody else's interpretation of this. So once you figure out what this means for yourself, which requires you to be open to new knowledge. So for those people, this is not for those people. That's just point blank. I'm not for those people. And when I mean that, I don't mean in a divided kind of way. That means that I am not meant to cater to anyone's beliefs. I honor all knowledge. I honor anybody where they are in their spiritual journey, or where they are in their life. I'm able to meet people where they are. But there's a statement in the Kabbalah that states, "The lips of wisdom is closed, yet to the ears of understanding." So when I'm silent, my silence becomes truly golden. If now I know the if when you talk about the if, you're talking about the research. You talking about the essence of energy. All is energy. I command all energy. All energy is nothing without me.
I am.
I am the vessel.
I am.
I give nothing power outside of me. Nothing I do is in worship of anything.
So this is not witchcraft.
I'm not. I don't. That's religious beliefs. A lot of people don't even understand that what they're doing is an essence of religious beliefs. Excuse me, I'm fixing Facebook, but I can multitask.
It's fine.
But a lot of people don't even understand that what they're doing is the essence of religious beliefs. All right. And what I mean by that is because when you really understand that when you have to practice anything, or when something has been handed down to you, or you have to worship something outside of you, or feed something outside of you, a lot of people have traded Jesus for a black Orisha. Right. A lot of people have traded Christianity for Ifa. And now I don't knock anybody who does it. You know, all is knowledge with me. You know, I'll hey, namaste. All good. I say, do what you do your thing. But at the same time, I look at things for what they are, not for what I want them to be. And that's an aspect of what we're dealing with when we're dealing with mental health, because people don't see things for what they are. People only see things the way that they perceive them to be. Now, your perception is only a concept or accumulation of your thoughts. Your thoughts are accumulation of all the shit that you've been through, all the shit that you've seen. All your mind can do is just replay all this shit. All right. Where we at? Right here, right, bro. Okay. Now, all your mind can do is accumulate thoughts. All your mind can do is accumulate everything that you've been through in this life. All right. This is where your mind begins to play tricks on you. Okay. When your mind finds its own aspect of living, and you begin to live through your thoughts, your mind now controls you. Now, there's an aspect of you that lies in many dimensions. You're 5-dimensional. All right. You have an emotional body, you have a physical body, you have a mental body. All right. You have an ethereal body, you have an astral body. All these different bodies are you existing on all these different planes of existence at one time. The problem is you're unaware of this, so you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So because of this, you through your whole life, you've been picking up shit that you didn't know that you was picking up. You've been picking up habits. That's why your body has an essence of its own hardware. All right. I'm gonna tell you how this is true. If you think about your cousin, brother, somebody close to you. If you see them walking down the street, you know it's them by the way they walk. Right? They don't have to say a word. They're gonna be walking. They can have their back turned. You be like, man, that's kinfolk. How you know that's your kinfolk, man? Look at the way he walk. There's an essence of you that is automatic. See, and you're not aware that you carry this around with you. This is called your karmic energy. This creates everything about your physical body, everything about you, everything that you've been through, everything that you've experienced, everybody that you've been around. You still carry that experience with you. So you still carry parts of these people with you. This is how traumatic experiences are relived in your mind, because you don't know how to separate yourself from that shit. So you become a prisoner of your thoughts. You get what I'm saying? So this is how you can find yourself in a place of trying to find yourself, and you up against a conflict that is happening inside of you. Because nothing that you experience in this life happens outside of you. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you've known, everything that you felt has happened from inside of you. So inside of you lies this war that you have given to a god or a devil. See, this is a part of your mental health. All right, straight up. So when I'm dealing with people that are in that place, I try to allow them to understand that they've been given a crutch to hold on to. Now, me as a healer, I have to honor the fact that these crutches are sometimes hard to let go. It's hard for people to let the crutches go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when people begin to really embrace the fact that they are hurting. When people really begin to embrace the fact that, okay, I have been lied to, because this is what people want, the so-called woke shit. All right, I'm gonna go to that too. Because
they told me to say you happy Valentine's Day.
Gratitude, and the meaning of Valentine's Day, I received that because you're giving it to me with adoration. I received that with love. So I'm not somebody who on there super woke. See, some of these motherfuckers too woke, all right? Okay. To the point to where they just, separating themselves from every goddamn thing. I'm gonna allow you to be who you are, and I receive it, because when you tell me happy Valentine's Day, I know you're coming from a place of love. That's so right. I receive that, and I'll give it back to you. Namaste, beloved. Thank you, brother. So the meaning of it is a day of love, and what our ancestors knew was they had divine knowledge of things that make us and that bind us to the universe. All right, universal laws are always at play. So when you understand this, what this means is what they've done is taken these universal laws and used them against us. All right, this is what we've been robbed of, our divine essence. So in the now, when we're dealing with, like what somebody said about Ifa. All right. Now, what happens is certain essences of spirituality have been handed down in the essence of being in practice or tradition. All right. When spirituality becomes tradition, it becomes religion. I'm gonna say that again. When spirituality becomes tradition, it becomes religion. All right. So people have to honor that. That's what we're dealing with. And a lot of people don't want to honor that. And a lot of people don't want to honor the fact that because they've read something in a book, you know what I'm saying? Because they read something in a book, they think that they have something figured out. That's intellect. I'm gonna tell you about your mind. These are the dimensions that your mind exists in. All right. When you're dealing with intellect is the things that you accumulate. When I was telling you a while ago about your thoughts, your ideas, all of that type of stuff, you know, what your mama taught you, what your daddy taught you, like how you had to change and rearrange yourself for everybody that you were around. You get what I'm saying? Like you was a different person for mama, you was a different person for grandmama, you was a different person for auntie, you was a different person for daddy, you was a different person for everybody. Your ego, your mental body began to split itself up. All right. When your mental body began to split itself up, I'm gonna take this phone out of this case. When your mental body began to split itself up, what you began to do was lie to yourself. All right. You began to lie to yourself, and you began to ask yourself different questions about your own existence. All right. So because of this, it has put you in a place of mental discomfort. All right. So your mind is, I'm gonna tell you how the battle goes. It's like when you know that something isn't good for you, or you know that something isn't right for you, right? Let's just say your mind is telling you, let's go relationships. All right, let's go love. Gotta bring love. Let's bring love into it. Since we know that we're dealing with love on this day of Valentine's and all of that. Right. So now, when we bring this word love into this play,
we bring the word love.
When you dealing with this aspect, all right. Now, I gotta get serious with y'all because this is a very sensitive subject. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of people. A lot of people have a lot of different views on love, all right? Now, when you're dealing with how this deals with your mental health and how this goes back to your childhood, and how this is getting in the way of who you are right now today, because you didn't receive an essence of love that you've been looking for your whole life, all right? This thing starts when you were a child. All right, I gotta take you back. All right, I got you before I even take you anywhere else, so you can understand where this innate desire for somebody or something else outside of you came from. As a human being, you have innate emotional needs. You have mental needs. You have physical needs. As a child, you were born automatically with these needs. When you were young or when you were a baby, just think about a child. They only have two emotions. They cry and they laugh, all right? So when a child is crying, they're letting you know that they either need to be changed or they're hungry, all right? Right, that's right. When a child is smiling, they're joyful, they're letting you know that something pleases them, they're happy. Right. Now, when you begin to allow yourself to try to think about what's wrong with this baby, you know, when the baby's crying and all that good stuff, and you know, I fed the baby, I changed the baby, what's wrong with this baby? Right. And you realize that the baby is longing for something. The moment somebody picked you up, you hear me? The moment somebody picked you up, you began to need something. All right. Now this need began to equate to something that you couldn't understand. All right. So as you got older, you didn't understand what love was. Think about this. When you looked at your parents and when you looked at people that was older than you couldn't understand how they did the shit they did. Think about this though, right? Think about this, right? You could not understand how, like, man, that's love make you do that? Like, hell no, I don't want to be in love. Like, this stuff that you would tell yourself, like, you would literally tell yourself, I do not want to be in love. That's what love do to you. I don't want that. So a part of you knew, even when you were younger, that something wasn't right. But what happened was you began to watch your mother, and you began to watch whoever else you were around do things looking for this aspect, or do things in the name of love, sacrificing, letting people use them, walk over them, that type of what goes on in this house stays in this house, the type of aspects where we deal with people getting raped, people getting molested by family members, and we sweep that shit under the rug because all this shit got to do with our mental health, right? So now you're dealing with a lot of shit when you bring this word love into play, because it has many dimensions to it. So you got to aspect, I love my family. Like, that's another type of love. Tell me it's not. So I'm telling you that your love, it takes form. You get what I'm saying? Because if you love, like, if I love my uncle, so like that's my mama brother type shit. So they never told on. You know what I'm saying? Like my uncle, I know they know my uncle raped me, but it was my uncle though. You know what I'm saying? Like this was my mama brother, so I can understand why they didn't say nothing. Or this was my stepdaddy, or this was my daddy, or whatever the case may be. So when these things happen, what we do is cover them up in the name of love. This is how tricky this word is, like real shit. Right. So what is this word? Right. So this equates back to mental health. I'm telling you, this word love and mental health go together.
Let me ask you a question, brother. Since you said, and I agree that love goes with mental health, and I'm fully agreeing and in agreements with that. But what about when is it your mate responsibility to love you? Is it your responsibility? Is it somebody else's job to love you? Whose job is it to love who? Because this is the problem within the Black community. Okay. If a woman and a man, because I've seen it on both sides. If a woman or a man is not giving love, she's saying that I should have been loved like that.
Right.
But then next year she left that dude, or he left that woman, and then they
it's on and on. It's a cycle.
It's a cycle. Because so who responsibility? Because my this is my take on it.
I got you.
Can I
go ahead?
I'm gonna go ahead and take. I want to go ahead and go here right now, because this is real. Yeah. This is what's going on in the community. Now, we ain't talking about no political shit or getting your votes, or this is what's going on in the Black community. Yeah. So if a woman if a man say it's that person's responsibility to love them, then where's the power line? It's they giving the responsibility to somebody else. But before that person came in their life, they was them. So guess what? They knew what the version of love, what they got. They knew that they seen a semi picture of what love was. Right. They seen a semi vision. They felt the feeling of playing with cousins and relatives, and they knew the feel of marriage or happiness, because they seen the first truth within their parents.
Right. The first version of
the first version. The first version. Right. Right. The first version.
I got you. I got you.
Right.
I got you. Right. Now, it's a powerful question. Now, what he's asking me was, where does this need, or why do people feel like they need somebody else to complete them, or need somebody else to love them? Is this even something that's necessary? There's a lot of dynamics to that, but when you really think about what this means for you, for the individual, something I had to learn for myself. Now, there are many levels to love when I had to learn like this for myself. And now I can only speak from my experience, all right? Now, this is what, through all the shit that I've been through, has led me to understand and understand about this word love. When you're looking for love, as you know, we hear about out in all the wrong places. They say you looking for love, don't go look for love in all the wrong places, right? Now, why does this happen? It goes back to everything I was just saying. Because we are human beings, the first 20 years of our life, we need nurturing. All right? We need somebody outside of us to do certain things for us, to show us certain things about life. if the people that we learned from didn't know love for themselves, all they taught us was survival. All right, this is what a lot of people are locked in right now, the survival mode. Because of the survival mode, because the need of an outside source to complete you, to make you feel whole, to make you feel validated, whether it be a car, house, whatever the fuck, person, mate, whatever it may be. Because of that need, what people have done is allow something to take power from them. It's like your mind and your emotions begin to go against you. All right, this is what you're dealing with when you're dealing with love. It puts you in a mental battle, because what does it say has to happen? You have to fall in love. So when you fall in love, what happens is that means a part of you has to release. Okay, now because a part of you has to release, it feels like you're sacrificing something. It feels like you're giving somebody a part of you that it's like, I'm giving you this, so you got to give me this. All right, your whole life has become a give and take situation. So your essence of love is an aspect of control. Is it truly love? See, so your love is based off of what can you do for me now? So the moment somebody turns against, I tell people, love is like conspiracy. Relationships are like conspiracy. Because the moment somebody breaks this verbal agreement or this unseen or this unspoken agreement, the moment somebody breaks that, mentally you feel like, oh, they got me fucked up. Oh, they wrong. Oh, hell no. This ain't. I can't believe this motherfucker hurt me. I know goddamn well. You know, you have all these thoughts, but then your emotions are doing something totally different, right? So you wondering how you keep going back to the same motherfucker that hurt you. You wondering how you keep fucking and fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wondering how you keep doing this shit because you are at war with yourself, because you don't know love, because you are incomplete. See? So you started going around and repeating these cycles as you were talking about, because all you doing is leaving pieces of you here, leaving pieces of you there, and you looking for somebody else to put you back together. So a lot of times people don't spend enough time alone, and that's what I tell people. You gotta allow yourself to be alone long enough to where you stop needing somebody to complete you. So every relationship, every time you move from one to another, every time you allow yourself to leave somebody and you go right into somebody else, every time you don't allow yourself to heal from the previous relationship, all you're doing is leaving yourself open and subjected to more hurt and more pain. You cannot make anybody do what you want them to do. When people cheat on you, the reason why it hurts so much when people cheat, the reason why it hurts so bad when people cheat, it goes back to that conspiracy I was talking about. Because a part of you has believed an illusion that this person is giving you as to you are the only one for them in this world. And the fucked up part is both of y'all might have believed it at one point. That's when shit get real fucked up. When both of y'all actually believe that this is what this was. See, when you really honor the fact that the longest relationship that you're gonna have in this life is with yourself, when you really embrace that for yourself. See, this doesn't mean that you're gonna live a lonely life. This means that you allow yourself to understand and understand that the only way you're going to ever be able to truly love anybody is you're going to have to be in a place of truly loving yourself. Wow. Because without you being in that place of being whole and complete, you cannot do anything but take from people. You cannot do anything but allow people to take from you. Because in that time, all it is what can they do for me? So this is how the conspiracy starts. See? And the moment this person can't honor this agreement, they broke the contract. See, now you hurt. See, now you fucked up because a part of you was believing this. So a part of you can't accept that the fact that this person did something with their time, with their mind, with their body, with their thoughts, with their emotions, did something that had no bearing on you. But because you so emotionally invested, so emotionally intertwined with this person, you're hurt by their actions. Instead of allowing their actions to awaken you from this dream that you had them slipped yourself into. So this develops time and time of a heartache. So now the reason why I tell people it's not their fault that you feel this way or you in this place, because it goes back to your mental health. Because a part of you don't know what love is. Because every concept of you needing somebody has came from somebody or something not being able to nurture you when you were young. Somebody suppressed you. Somebody made you learn how to suppress your me for the weak. See, the moment you learn how to suppress yourself in order to fit into any situation, you developed this trait. So you became like a chameleon your whole life. So you begin to fit in with people. This is how you turn yourself down. This is how you think about this shit. Every relationship you've been into, right? When you move into this aspect, and when you allow yourself to get into a place, you don't give nobody all of you. You're probably not the same person you was in the bedroom with this person. All right? Think about this shit. You're probably not the same person emotionally. Like, I can't talk to him like I used to talk to my old man. You steady adjusting. You see what I'm saying? You steady, every time you get to somebody, you adjusting. And then you want somebody to figure you out. You ain't even got you figured out. Right. You want somebody to come into your life and put the pieces to your puzzle together when you don't even know where all your pieces at. So you scatter because you've been allowing people to come in your life and take love from you, and you've been giving them your love and just giving it away. And now this is social shit. This is social engineering. This is chemical engineering. This is so many things. So when we're dealing with this essence of this is why even when somebody asks me about the ifas and all of this, even when people come into the spiritual community, all right, because I got a lot of them that's into different things. All right, and I honor that. You start to come into spirituality or the things that you learn, and you want to manifest a man. Or you want to manifest a woman. Or manifest your divine mate. Or twin flame energy, or whatever the case may be. All right? All these fascinating ideas and all these concepts that you looked into. You're not getting a message. Your spirituality is about you returning to you. Understand that returning to you is returning to the source of everything. Because where do you grow up from? Where do you come from in this life? What happened to you? How were you molded? How were you formed? You have to understand that you come from a divine essence of a spark of creation. Like I was saying, you were a ripple. See? So there was a part of you that came into life. And where did you come from? You came through the essence of your mother. See, this is why you don't know love. I'm going to give you divine love and love that somebody should have taught us at 6 years old that we need to be in tune with.
Give it to us.
See, but then nobody teach us about the things that we're naturally connected to, and they didn't teach us about who we naturally are and the essence of who we are. So we began to look for that outside of ourselves. This is where God came into play. This is where the devil came into play. This is where our religions come into play. This is why all of them remove the essence of the woman. This is why all of them make the woman look the way they do in every book. You go get it. The Quran, I would have read them all. Go get them. I can tell you what's in them. I can tell you what they're telling you. That's why I tell people, don't put your Bibles down, because you can go back to it and I can tell you how to break it down. What Proverbs is actually telling you. What Psalms is a book of spells. It's a book of spells that you can cast upon yourself, literally. All right. They'll be cast upon you. Why do you think your preacher has to go from one book to the next in order to get the message clear to you? He got to go from Ephesians to Ezekiel to all of this different stuff to make one thing make sense. It's a spell, beloved. It's a spell. Now, when you understand what I'm about to give you, I'm talking about the spark and the essence of who you are. When you understand that creation and life is happening inside of you, if somebody would have taught you this by the time you were 6 or 7 years old, instead of cramming knowledge into your mind that isn't serving you, that separated you from you, the education system, all right? So when you're dealing with this divine essence of this, what happened to us? Why are we in this state as a people, as a being? Understand this as human beings from the time of your conception. You came through the vessel of your mother. See, this, I'm going to take you back to star systems. Since we talking about this love day. When you talk about the time that your mama and your dad came together, because you had to get them. There's, first of all, the Bible talks about coming from a man's rib and all this good stuff, all that, whatever. It's really talking about Eve and the Eve gene, which equals a number, which is 222. And you're talking about the essence of creation, which is the essence of the divine mother, which is the essence of the moon, which is the essence of the moon, which is linked to the woman's menstrual cycle. And without the moon and the woman's menstrual cycle, you would not know life on this planet. This is universal law. All right. The moon does not actually control the tides of the oceans. The moon controls the stationary waters. All right. The waters that do not move, the immovable things. All right. So it's not that the moon can move the water that's in your cup. All right. The moon controls the vibrations. See, it reflects. So you have to understand the energy behind the things that you're worshiping. and the things that you're praising, full moon, new moon, this. You have to know the true essence and why your cycle comes every 28 days, the same way the moon circles the sun every 28 days. All right. So now when you're dealing with the divine essence of you and the zodiacs, I'm going to give you the zodiacs just a little bit. When the time of your conception, this is why when a woman is impregnated, they can always take it back to the week that she got pregnant. All right. The reason why is because at that time you failed through gates. You failed through the star system into the vessel of your mother. All right. You were energy before you were a body. Your body began to form through the energy of the zodiacs. Over time, over trimesters, 3, the Trinity, you were formed. All right. The Trinity can be broken down into many different aspects because there are many different meanings to the numbers. All right. The Trinity is the Father, the Mother, and the Son. You're talking about proton, neutron, electron. You're talking about RNA, DNA, protein. All right. Melanin, carbon. All right. Photoneutrons, star electronics, each energy. All right. We're talking about solar flares. We're talking about falling stars. You are the fallen angel. All right. You are the fallen angel. You fell from a star system. If you people out here doing your birth charts and they doing them all wrong, divine ones. And I'm not saying that everything I'm saying is right. I'm just say that. All right. But what I'm telling you is this. When you understand the divine essence of creation, when you touch the creator, when the creator touches you, when you become in tune with something that you can't do anything but bow to. All right. That's why I bow to all things that bring life. Because I honor all things that bring life. So when you understand this, and when you understand what I'm telling you, as you in your mother's womb, in her primordial waters, in her triple darkness, the Bible tells you this. In the triple darkness of your mother's primordial womb, the triple darkness is the 8 energy. The 8 represents infinity. The 8 represents darkness. The 8 represents the cosmic wound, the matrix. All right. The word matrix means wound in Latin. Look it up. All right. So understand what I'm telling you. You are formed over time. Your body can equate to every zodiac sign. All right. Your neck is Taurus. Your hands are Gemini. Your hips are Sagittarius. Your stomach area is Libra and Cancer as it balances your waters. You see how it all goes together? Saturn energy binds your skeletal system, your chakras. You have 36,000 energy centers on the right of you, 36,000 energy centers on the left of you. They combine and meet in 114 points. This creates your 114 chakras. This creates 72,000 nadi centers down the center of your body. Okay? You are stardust. You are divine energy manifested. All right? Now, in the physical form, as you are formed in your mother's womb, once your mother actually has you, this is your descending sign. Once you come out of your mother's womb head first, you're descending into life. What has to happen? A union of something has to happen from the moment you come out of your mama's waters. From the moment you've been breathing and been amphibious. From the moment you became from a reptile in the sea of your mother's womb, from your father's semen, the semen roll in the heavens. See, the semen, you get it. You see how they do the word play? See, it's all spells. Your father's semen rowed its boats in your mother's primordial waters and got up to the top and reached the pinnacle. Christ energy. You became the Christ. As you were born the Savior. This is why your child is born the Savior. Your child is born to bring you something that you've forgotten. Your child is born to bring you an essence of something that you let go of. An essence of innocence. As this divine starts sitting right here with us now. You hear me? They are designed to bring you something. See, this is why they're so wondrous of life. But you begin to push your indoctrination. You begin to push your fears, your wants, and your desires for their life onto them. See, this is what we do. This is where the mental health, this is where the love comes into play. You see how it all works together? Because nobody ever told you who you are. Nobody ever told you who you connected to. So you try to be the best teacher, the best mama, the best sister, the best brother, the best uncle, the best dad, the best whatever you can be instead of just being you. So you don't know who you are, divine ones. You do not know who you are. You are more than a title. You are more than a word. You are more than a king. You are more than a queen. You are more than anything that you can think of, anything that you can imagine. You are much more than that. See? See, when you understand that the source, how do you grow up? See, how would you form? What did this? What divine energy is sparking your growth? How is your fetus formed that your mother belly swells like the moon? See, the essence of Venus, the essence of love that binds this marriage of energy. Mercury binds you to your physical structure because of its density. Mercury is thought, Tahuti, energy, 3 times great, Trismegistus, the Kabbalan, all of these different things. See, the knowledge is hidden. They've been giving it to us and they've been using it against us. All right. So the reason why we trapped in these states of not knowing love, the reason why we celebrate these days is because of the simple fact that somebody has given us something and we've gladly taken it, and it's been instilled into us over and over and over and over and over again. It was beaten into our ancestors. It was driven into them. They were hung. They were molested. They were raped. They were drugged. They were taken from their habitats. The land was taken. So we're dealing with the essence of your physical energy, which deals with karmic energy. This is why you are your ancestors. This is why you can have your grandfather's nose and you never met him before. This is why your child could be born and look like great-great-grandmama. You are them reincarnated. They become the stars. This is what the astral planes and all this talk about. Mufasa, when they talk about the Lion King, the astral planes, all right? Black Panther, this is talking about your ancestors becoming stars and becoming something, an essence of you that is reincarnated. See?
Let me ask you this, brother. Because we talking about love and we going there, but what about, this whole day? Because so many people are caught up on the day of love, and that's my whole. Should one day be focused in on love? Did our people just focus in on one day of love, or was it
every day? See, this is I'm gonna talk about this love.
What was it for our people? You know what I'm saying? Because we need to know what was it? Was it one day, or was it? You know what I'm saying? Why are so many people caught up in on this day? Why is everybody going out rushing to buy a gift, and if they don't receive a gift, then they feel some type of way. What's going on?
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a mindset behind all of this. This mindset had to be created from the reason why this day was even created. This day comes from, you have to understand what we're dealing with. When we're dealing with this Roman rulership, we're dealing with this Julius Caesar and all this other stuff, all right? We're dealing with these people were very sexual, all right? Let's just be real about it. All right, these people were into a lot of different stuff, Aphrodite and King James and all these people these people, you can look up the history on them. These people were into some real, freaky stuff, So when you're dealing with these days, when you're dealing with the day and how you can understand that they've been manipulated, when you're dealing with this day, you're dealing with the goddess that they honored as Frigga, all right? Even that they made this a day of Friday, okay? Now, you're also dealing with the aspect of them removing and manipulating names of the deities that our ancestors created to honor in the essence of the name of love and adoration. Honoring the energy of Aset to Ast, honoring an energy of Oshun, or all these different energies of Amaya, any type of love energy. And why this Valentine's Day has been created and manipulated, taken away from people, because the energy it carries of all of us are looking for love. All of us in an aspect want to be loved. We want to love. This is like a human, it's just a human thing. So why we're so easily manipulated and why our emotions are so easily geared towards one thing is because we don't control our emotions. Outside things control them. So because of this, we don't know the energy that dwell within us. We don't know how to be in tune with our divine essence. So because of this, we allow gifts. We allow people. We allow things to control the way we feel. We allow things to control the way we react. We allow things to control our emotions because we don't control them for ourselves. So when you become the love that you're seeking, see, love is not an action. See, because of this day, this helps love stay an action. See, days like this, times like this, the holidays, people look for sensitivity. People look for understanding. People look for coddling. People look for a lot of different things. All right. days like this help people stay divided in love. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you.
I really believe that people look for sensitivity in the holiday of Valentine's. Me, myself, I think that Valentine's is created to have a special day for the people who love people. And for my bro, he feels that Valentine's is created because we show each other that we love each other every day. I feel like if there's a special day for giving thanks, it's Thanksgiving. If there's a special day for appreciating the fact that Christ died on the cross, not getting too deep into that, I think that me, myself, I deserve to have a holiday that says, I love my husband. He loved me. And if we can't give each other that love every day, why not today? This is a day that everybody who love each other should say, fuck everything. Fuck what you're talking about. Today, if no other day, you will show me your love for me, and I will show you my love for you. If you got it yesterday, that's fine. And if you get it tomorrow, that's fine. But today, to me, is not the white man, the black man, the yellow man. Today is the day that I say, hey, you know what? I want you on today to say in so many words, I love you. Because when I was at the store, I seen a woman. I said, what are you going to do for hubby for Valentine's? She said, well, I'm going to get him these candies and this wine. And then I seen another woman. I said, what are you going to do for hubby? And she said, well, he don't really care about that shit, so I'm just going to get him a card and some candy. Well, to me, it means everything because I'm a mother every day. I'm a lover every day. I'm a woman every day. And if we're going to accept the day for what it's meant to be, let's take this day to say, this is the day I declare that I love you. This is the day I will show you that I'm in touch with you emotionally, spiritually. And I'm not saying that we don't give it every day because I'm sure that kids get stuff every day that's not Christmas. I'm sure that wives get things all the time. It's not Mother's Day or birthday or Christmas. But I think today is important to me. Even though my fam, that's what you'll say, hey to fam. Peace. So on today, why is Valentine's important to me? Because it's not about being a mother. It's not about being, a big sister. It's not about being a wife. This is about me being a lover. You know what I'm saying? So why shouldn't we congratulate the lovers that's in the house? Okay. And should there be a pagan holiday? You said love and mental illness. Sometimes love can be mental illness. But to me, self-love teaches us how not to put ourselves inside the box with mental illness. We ain't dealing with self-love though.
No, that's a different aspect.
We ain't dealing with self-love.
But to me,
because why are you expecting and why are you waiting on why is one day so put on a pedestal when every day should be there? See, why shouldn't you be walking that out every day?
But for everybody,
look, I got you.
But why should it be made to get a bear? Does a bear represent love? But see, everybody looking for something else that don't represent love. A bear. No, it don't. It represents a bear, but do that represent love? Because to me, the bear
represents the softness.
Do that love you?
To me, the bear represents the softness.
But do that bear hold you? Is that bear gonna do anything other than sit there until you go get it, until you go pick it up and feel the softness? See, that man gonna come in there and react with you. He gonna hold you. He gonna pick you up. You gonna feel his confidence soft. You ain't gonna feel no bear. A bear gonna sit there until you go get him. So see, we misplacing power. We misplacing power. See, we giving power to nothing and making it out of something. We got to stop playing for 2020 and open up our eyes.
So to you, it means absolutely nothing.
It means nothing because it's that man who is that bear. who is that protector. But it's that man who's gonna be that hardness and roughness and soft when she needs it. It's the balance of two.
But it's that
man. If you never got the bad, you would never understand that you was in a good side. You would never understand you was in a good space. See, if you never had death, you would never understand life. You wouldn't even see it. You see? So we always say that we misplace love and we looking for somebody else to love us. But then how does that person know how to love you? See? You is you.
Okay, I got you. I got one question.
Absolutely nothing to everybody else means everything to me.
I got you.
Because I feel like this is my day to show me that, you know, this is a holiday for the love. This is a holiday for our past. This is a holiday for our future. Yeah, you can say that Mother's Day is our day. You can say that Father's Day is his day. But I feel like we get once a year that we can say, fuck everything. This is our day to say, let's get a room. This is our day to fuck till 5 a.m. This is our day to smoke that blunt. If you ain't never smoked that blunt and make, they used to call you jawbone type shit. Say, look what you say.
Looking at.
This is our day when we call it jawbone. We don't represent that shit and salute pride. So I could give you yesterday because we could have a Valentine's Eve, but everybody don't get this shit. So this is for my bitches that's in love. This is for my niggas that say, baby, today your day. So
I wanna ask you this.
Okay.
One question for that.
Okay.
What happens if you don't get any of that?
I feel less than.
Now you see the imbalances?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna help you understand.
Help me.
You just asked for a lot of things that you were giving to somebody outside of you that you need or you deeming that you want, that you desire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who has the power in that situation to control you? What has the power in that situation to control
the person
your joy?
that is giving me something that I expect?
Take responsibility.
Right. Now I'm gonna ask you this:
Take responsibility.
Has that ever worked for you in your life? How many relationships
has whatever worked?
Giving that power to someone to make you feel whole and loved and complete? How many different Valentine's days have you spent with different people?
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
I do.
You see how the cycle never ends?
Right.
How many people have you been with and you feel like they were the one? How many people have you been with and you feel like you would never?
I feel sorry for us black women because we continuously fall for black men.
I'm supposed to help y'all understand. How many people have you been with that have disappointed you?
Okay.
How many people have you been with that you have given all these expectations to and they didn't live up to any of them, or they gave you some and then they couldn't give you the rest, and it was never anything. They never did what you wanted them to do.
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
So can we all agree with that? Nobody's ever did in any relationship everything that you want them to do.
Right? You guys, y'all want to ask and say something. So and he's speaking on the love and holidays, and we don't mean to cut you off at all. Good. But at the end of the day, it seemed that you have to answer, hey, Nisi, I was on your live and IG, and I didn't. I want everybody to understand something here about this.
When you are looking for somebody to complete you, when you are allowing yourself to be subjected to this cycle over and over and over again, how much heartache must you go through? How many times must you allow somebody to walk in and out of your life? How many relationships will you allow yourself to be subjected to before you finally realize that you have to learn how to love yourself? See, the problem is you were given something that was so powerful that you don't understand.
Wow.
You were given something that's so divine that you have no idea how to get in tune with it, because nobody ever showed you how to do it. Nobody ever gave you a manual to yourself. So a part of you is always looking for somebody else or giving somebody else the keys to your kingdom. See, giving them the keys to your heart. And see, when they couldn't turn the key anymore, when that key didn't fit, you just want to throw that key away and give it to somebody else. You see how this just continuously goes on?
Somebody said, I'm a single woman now, and I still enjoy Valentine's Day. To me, Thanksgiving and Christmas are God.
You're single for a reason. Wow. I tell everybody, and it's not a bad thing. In this life, once you allow yourself to become lonely, instead of just enjoying being alone, you become your own worst company, right? It's a fucked up situation for you at that point. So once your intelligence turns against you, once you turn against yourself, and you are not in a place to where you can be alone, that should compel you, or you should have some of the most powerful realizations in that place in your life, to where you should realize that, damn, I got some work to do. Because if you never come out of that place to the point where you're whole and complete within yourself, you're not ever going to touch love in its true essence. All you're going to do is just create cycles of hurt and heartache that will never end. And a lot of times, and I made this post earlier on Facebook about people getting married. Marriages are like business deals. Relationships become success stories. See?
Well, let me tell you this. It says somebody, Miss, I'm gonna call her Miss. Mm-hmm. She said, bottom line, the black male is not motivated to do anything for the black woman he does not has to do.
Okay. Now I'm gonna deal with that real quick too.
Okay.
When we're dealing with the black man and we're dealing with the black woman, all right? Because I've been black my whole life. And when you understand this, I don't identify with a lot of things that y'all do. And the only reason why I don't is because I don't identify with the essence of black that you believe. When I think of black, I think of the essence of life. When I think of black, I think of the essence of creation. When I think of black, I think of the divine spark. When I think of black, I think of the divine mother. When I think of black, I think of the matrix. I think of the essence. I think of infinity. I think of energy. All right.
The energy.
Now, when you think of black, you think of when I used to think of black before I made this transformation in my life, I used to think of black as, being a good nigga, bad nigga, real nigga, all the different aspects that you think about, rich nigga, whatever it was about being black. All right. That's what I thought being black was. So first of all, I got to give y'all the essence of where you're stuck in being black and why you have this separation, because your idea of black has been given to you. So you have to let go of the concept that these people give you on the news of being black. You got to let go of the concept that these people are giving you on the movies of being black. You are not that nigga. You are not that thug. You are not that ratchet motherfucker. You ain't none of that. So until you remove that mindset, what I'm saying to you ain't gonna make sense. I'm just gonna tell you that off top. All right. So now, when I tell you about what I'm telling you about this essence of us being divided, why are we talking about what the black man doing and what the black woman ain't doing? All right, what the black man ain't doing. However you want to reverse it, we can talk it back, because what we are doing is allowing social issues to become individual division. We're allowing what society has created to divide us to become something that we're fighting with amongst each other. So we're feeding the war. All right, we're allowing them to manipulate us internally, so externally we all fucked up. Because internally you're in an inner battle. It goes back to self. Everything I teach, everything I talk about, I'm gonna lead you back to you. I'm not gonna let you escape you. So you can say black man is black, whatever. I'm taking you back to you. I'm taking you back to the things and the way you perceive your life, and why you giving somebody power over you to allow yourself to be controlled by their actions. Right. Why you fucked up about what a man ain't doing for you, and why you fucked up about what everybody else doing except you. See, we live in a world where we giving it away too much. See, you got to give it some back to you. You got to have accountability if you want to embrace change and embrace true transformation. So you saying that we as black women, we should not look at today, like for instance, my bro say, sis, today is a pagan holiday. I don't celebrate that. I said, even though you don't celebrate that, let's go get some strawberries and this and that. And he's saying that this is still showing celebration. I show my celebration and my love when I provide for my household, and I get that every day. That's what he's saying.
That's what I was saying. Shouldn't one day be put to the side to everybody else? But on this, every day is every day.
I'm taking y'all somewhere.
Do you buy?
I'm taking y'all somewhere.
Do you buy roses and bear every day? See, if you're gonna buy roses and berries and flowers and go do that.
Now look,
every day.
Watch this.
You know what I'm saying? Woman, you don't subscribe. Don't subscribe.
I'm taking y'all somewhere.
Okay, let me tell you this, Sensei. This is what
don't subscribe
Miss said. Miss said, black women, you don't have to settle for this. Find men that don't. It said find men that don't spend find men that don't that don't mind spending on you. We deserve it. And this is what Q said. Q said, facts, Red. I can't wait to meet that king. Meanwhile, Miss Motivational Sister said, do not show your love on Valentine's. It's not cool.
Now let me say this.
When he said that they turn against each other, that is true. Motivational said that it's true.
I know. Peanut. Disney said. So if that's like me buying a dog and saying, okay, dog, you wanna get this puppy child right now? I'm gonna give you this puppy child, but you're gonna do what I tell you to do. You're gonna get, regardless whether if I have 10 bitches over here, because if we gonna talk level. So it don't matter if I got 10 bitches over here, long as you got your puppy child and your water over there, you mind that. Wow. So you're giving a person power. So don't be, because a person is only gonna do what you allow them. A woman be mad because she's saying, oh, I can't leave this relationship. No, if you wanted to leave the relationship, you could, but the power is in you.
But
this
to me,
dude ain't got no power. Listen,
even if it means nothing to you, it means something to me.
Paul, I'm telling you about a man. You can't be no man. Okay. You can't tell me how to be a man.
Right.
You can tell me how to be a woman, and I gotta submit to that. But you can't tell me how to be a man. I'm telling you, as long as you give that man that power, as long as you accept, and you ain't willing to accept for yourself,
wait, bro.
That man gonna do that. That man gonna keep.
You said, Nisi, tell him I said, Father God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Man, stop looking for Father God. Stop waiting for Father God. Your Father God, he over here eating pussy in the goddamn pool pits.
No, you fucking ain't.
I'm taking y'all somewhere with this. All right? I know you
Horse and candy.
I'm taking y'all somewhere.
Not horse and candy, our children.
I want you all to understand.
Okay. Let me tell you this. This is what my boo said. Right. Said, y'all, if a ninja says he don't celebrate any holiday. But listen, babe, let me tell y'all this. My baby said, y'all, if a ninja say he don't say, okay, I'm gonna see. I'm sorry. Okay, my boo said this. If it says, I'm sorry. Y'all, if a ninja say he don't celebrate any holiday or birthdays, it's because he don't want to spend no money.
Man, nigga, you broke, nigga.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. You ain't even finished what he had to say.
Let's stop that.
It says don't want to spend money.
Nigga, I ain't broke, nigga.
But
so, nigga,
you're not broke, but you got to. But it's the way that you should take it, and I would anger. It says no, but I bet that he sure takes care of that damn dog. He don't have a dog, boo. And he said, they say that's so true. And this is what Destiny said. We getting the feedback. Okay.
My brother said, black people need to talk to a certain type of way. See, I at first, before I listen. Okay. I said, damn, this brother be kind of cussing a little bit. Why do this brother and this brother say, you know why I fucking cuss? Because niggas went to a certain motherfucking thing. They done been through certain motherfucking shit. They done been through hardships way worse than anybody else. And I said, you know what? Right. Because a nigga not gonna pay attention. Listen, I'm gonna say nigga.
There wasn't towards you. They just let it know that what they said was this.
I'm not.
Okay, so don't take it personal.
I'm not taking that. We can dialect.
Yeah, we can.
Can I have passion about what I'm talking about?
Yes, you can.
Damn, can I express my feelings?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Ain't that right, my brother?
Yeah. I have passion about what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? And my brother, you know, but we gotta stop taking. We gotta stop giving the people the power. We gotta stop placing. We gotta stop placing the power on somebody else. When you can do what you can do to yourself, you can give yourself that love. It's never gonna be that love until you love yourself.
But one thing that I gotta say to my brothers, to my black brothers, to my Hispanic brothers, to Sensei, to my sister. Hey, I'm sorry, I did it real quick. So is Valentine's necessary? The name of my video is Love and Mental Health.
No.
So at the end of the day, is love compatible with mental health? It can be, but to me myself as a black sister, as a black mother, as a black woman, I want to get him in on this. Hey, say. And I absolutely just met him, and I agree with a lot of things that he said. Shout out to my bro Nut, Richie Rich. How you doing? He is entitled to feel the way that he feels because those are his feelings and his emotions. He is entitled to feel the way that he feels. King says black men are the only group of men that are in competition with their women. Black men need to stop. Wait a minute, bro. Stop competing with these black women and assume that's the natural role of the head of the house. Not just reaping the benefit as a black woman.
Because there's no, there's no above. There's only balance. See, without a man, there's
I deserve today.
See, look.
I deserve today.
Well,
Sil, do you think that you deserve today?
I don't believe that.
We gonna let as men. Let's just know that we have testosterone. And we got women in the building. We can agree to disagree. Ain't that right to say? Can't we? So at the end of the day, we got women in the motherfucking house. You shout out to Envy. That's my boo. I ride with you, and I understand exactly what you're saying. And as a woman, not as a black woman, but as a woman, I feel like today should be my day to celebrate my love. Yeah, I got butt, not last night. Okay, I got butt the whole time I was in ATL. Say I was on that shit like they used to call me jawbone, looking at bitch. But I'm sorry, I'm just being real. So at the end of the day, I'm a woman who know how to take care of my kids and my family and please my husband at the same time. So they give this pagan holiday, which is not official, which nobody really give a fuck about, especially if you're not into that. Do I not disagree with my black man who said this is made up to get money? We don't have to do this. We do this shit every day. Well, for me, that's Christmas for my kids. So my kids want me to buy them shit on Christmas that I don't buy them every goddamn day because they don't deserve that shit. Nigga, you got kicked out of school 4 times this year. Nigga, my nigga, you on punishment because your report card fucked up. But when Christmas comes, you want me to come out my pockets. I know you fucking right. But for me, not as a mother, not as a birthday. It's not Niecy's day. I want y'all to see Sensei. It's not Niecy's day. It's not Mother's Day, but it's a celebration of love. So if y'all bitching, if y'all mad, today is the day to put that shit to the side. Wipe your mouth. Tear that up. Hey, eat that shit like it's a motherfucking salad. I'm in a rubber. Okay, we with that real shit. On the real last day, real shit today for the men. Say that. You know what? Today is not the day to celebrate. Hey, ladies, that's what you don't want to say. It is.
Okay, so you saying that nigga give you a 10 bear today, go cheat tomorrow.
You know what?
Yeah. That's what's going on in the hood. You gonna go get his side thing tomorrow. If you want to play, I know how to play.
Okay, so tomorrow is a side bitch day. What I seen today, bro, went to the store. Say at the end of the day,
what do a day have to do with that? If one woman,
the side bitch could have got some shit yesterday. Side bitch could have got. No, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about a person claiming their power, a person giving away their power, a person is steady claiming, it's steady, like a woman is steady saying it's his responsibility. A man is steady saying it's her responsibility. No, it's your responsibility. If I see, for me, myself, I went down every wrong way.
Show me the other day.
In the direction.
If today is a motherfucking holiday for society, give me my motherfucking
so you call
shit.
On a holiday.
No, fuck everything else. I feel like if today is trick or treat, do I indulge on Halloween? No, I don't. But if there's a way that we're gonna do it, like, because I don't believe in Halloween, but my husband do. So on Halloween, my husband says I want my kids to go trick or treat. On Halloween, I feel like I don't like it. It celebrates evil. So do I celebrate the evil in honor of my husband? I take my kids to church. So at the end of the day, we won't celebrate Halloween in the ordinary fashion. We'll find a way to do it that's acceptable to us both. Now, my brother said this is a pagan holiday.
No, but no, see, you said that I said it's a pagan holiday.
Oh, well, bro, how do you feel about it?
I said that I understand why people celebrate this day. I understand why people are at where they at. But don't make that no excuse. Don't use that as no excuse to try to manipulate. Just
manipulate
say,
what?
That you give your power away. That you choosing to be lesser than.
The power of the pussy is 24/7.
No, it ain't. If you sell it for a bear in a box of chocolate, you're a cheap hoe.
Whoa. Settled.
You're a cheap hoe.
You're a cheap hoe. If you settle for a bear in a box of chocolate, you could be
You're a cheap hoe. You're a cheap hoe for a bear in a goddamn box of chocolate.
You can be a bear in a box of chocolate.
Yeah. If that's what you role play, a box of chocolates and a bear, you cheap. So you playing yourself, because if that's what you call yourself, if that's your work, don't be mad at no man. And tomorrow when you wake up, if he don't look at you no more than that. See, you gotta understand what you're doing. You gotta understand men see things visually. You understand what I'm saying?
What I see visually as a married woman, Cash Doll said, don't do nothing moving this outside shit.
Quit playing.
You might as well be my side bitch. So what you did yesterday, that was yesterday.
Stop rapping the song.
Stop rapping. I be rapping, I be trapping, I be what's happening. We gonna give it back to him, but I just had to step in and I had to give them to the women that feel like
brother answer. Let the brother answer.
Let's let the brother answer. A shout out to Valentine's, because I fuck with that. And even though my brother disagree, we can agree to disagree, because I love him the same. And at the end of the day, I appreciate him more.
Let the brother answer.
I will. I appreciate him more because he's standing by his word. And his word is, it's pagan. I don't like that. We can do that any day. But I choose today for you to show me what society want for me. Yeah, we fucked last night and we can fuck today. But those some motherfucking KY.
Don't be mad when he cheat tomorrow.
Why? I'm gonna be mad if he cheated the day before. I'm gonna be mad if he cheat the day of.
That's what you accept.
Because I want something special on that day. That means I'm looking for you to cheat on me.
No, it's not looking that you're going to cheat, but that's what you put your worth in.
No, I'm putting my worth in the fact that you show me on that day what I want that day.
Well, just say that day.
But that's what we saying.
I want you to understand something.
I'm listening.
Oh no, we might.
Yeah. What you dealing with is
agree to disagree.
What you dealing with is you've allowed what religion does and what all these things does. Now we're gonna bring you out back to reality. Because when you're dealing with certain relationships and the things that you ask for from people, you're dealing with a fantasy world.
Wow.
We want to relive this fantasy. You keep wanting this fantasy to work out for you. You've allowed yourself to adopt somebody else's idea of your happiness, somebody's idea of your life and what it should be. And you've also given other people a power outside of you to control your happiness, to control your joy. And so therefore they control your misery. They control your pain. See? So this is what relationships. So I tell people, be real careful. I don't take anything from people. Whatever you want to hold on to, religious, you want to hold on to whatever, Jesus, you want to hold on to whatever it is outside of you that is keeping you whole and complete. I tell people, please hold on to it, because I don't know where you'll be without it if you don't know where you'll be without it. So I damn sure don't want you to let go of it, because I need you to stay sane more than anything. So at the end of the day, if you want to hold on to these days and you want to hold on to these things, even though the truth is right in front of you, there's a word called cognitive dissonance I want you to look up. And there's a word called Stockholm syndrome I want you to look up. All right. So you got to be real careful about what you've allowed yourself to become programmed to do and programmed to be. Because as long as you keep looking for love in the essence of holidays, as long as you keep looking for something to validate you and something to validate your existence and your worth, you're not going to ever know it for yourself. Something outside of you will always control it. So when your love operates on a reward system, all right, when relationships that you delve into your life and the way you allow people to come into your life is based on what they can do for you, you're in a fucked up situation. If you think about it, it's done got you where you are now, allowing people to just come in and out of your life at their will, at their leisure, only because they're able to say certain words and do certain things to you and allow you to open yourself right back up to the same hurt. So it's like you got to be real careful, man, because your mind and your heart cannot operate on the same accord.
I don't disagree.
Your mind will tell you, like, I'm gonna tell you the power in beliefs, and when you've allowed yourself to believe something, allow people to drill shit in your mind as to what you should be doing because of society.
That's right.
When you are answering to societal issues and societal ways, and you're allowing everything outside of you that society says that you should be and that you should do to control you. Everything that you see on the news will fuck with you. Everything, all the holidays will move you. Everything that anybody does that doesn't fit the social standard of the title that you deem that they have. So let's just say boyfriend, husband, father. From the time that you were a child, this concept has been drilled into your mind. You begin to see TV shows. You begin to hear raps, cartoons, that show families. That show the aspect of a mama, a daddy, and a father. They showed you what a house was supposed to look like. You looked at your mama and your daddy, and nothing like the shit you saw on TV. So subconsciously, you begin to measure them from this aspect. So when you begin to measure your husband, your boyfriend, your wife, everything has been given to you off of the shit you see out TV. Now, when you mix the shit you see out TV based with the shit that you've been given out of religion, the shit that you've been giving your husband is supposed to be, the shit that you've been given that your wife is supposed to be, the shit that you've been told that you're supposed to death do us part, for rich or for poor, and you make these words and you put these spells upon you to be with people and to hold on to shit that you know you don't want to be a part of no more.
I think I'm in love with it.
You going to sleep next to people that you really not happy with. You calling yourself in love with somebody that you really don't like. You in love with a concept. See, it's like when you get involved in a routine instead of a relationship. See, I gotta give it to y'all because when you understand how you've allowed yourself to become subjected to cycles because you don't love yourself. So all you doing is just becoming a nomad in love. See, that's why I say it's different levels to love, because you have a love for your Christ, you have a love for your God, you have a love for yourself. See, this is how they give you the order. You got to love God first. You love your husband. They give you this order of love that you have to allow yourself to be subjected to. See, you don't know one love for that reason. So because you started allowing yourself to love the people on the level that you've been taught to love them on, see, now you're giving them a level to love you on. And see, when this person ain't give you that level no more, when this person don't live up to that standard, where does it leave you? Where the fuck does it leave you every time?
Where the fuck do it leave you?
Where do it leave you every time? When every time you look around and you looking for a certain gift and this person don't give it to you. Okay. When you're looking for this person to honor you and stay with you and don't cheat on you and they do it to you anyway.
Okay.
When you say that you're supposed to be my husband and you're not living up to these words and you're not honoring me as your wife, how does it make you feel? But because of the words that have been told to you, and you stood at this altar in front of this preacher and said, "To death do us part," I gotta stay with you, much as I want to leave. So guess what happens? You gonna cheat. Whether your cheating involves emotional cheating, physical cheating, mental cheating, some type of way you're gonna find a way out. Some type of way you're gonna find a scapegoat. Whether it's gonna be tomorrow. You heard me? Now you can be single and still have the same type of habits, compulsive habits outside of you. See, because of the mall, you might be going to a club every goddamn weekend. All right, you might just go to the spa. You might like to go get your hair done, your nails done. You develop compulsive habits to allow yourself to do something to validate you, because something outside of you controls who you are and how you feel. See. How you are not just not how you think is how you feel. How you feel is also how you think. See, you see how the shit works together? It also works in reverse. So this is when I talk about when your intelligence has turned against you because you don't know who you are. So because you think that you have to love in the way that God told you to love, you have to love in the way that you have to love your husband and honor him and do all these things that you've been taught to. But this man ain't doing shit for you. This man is abusing you. If he is doing something for you, that means he fitting the standard that society is giving you that he has to fit. So that's how a lot of women stay in abusive relationships, because this man pays the bills. Because he is the provider. He is the head of the household. I don't have to do anything. He pay all the bills. He pay the rent. He pay the car note. Well, why should I leave? Now you have a false sense of security.
Wow.
Now you're allowing yourself. It's hard for you to leave that.
God damn it.
What you gonna do on your own? Now how am I gonna leave without this strong man that the God done sent me?
What if we know that we can leave and we don't need no motherfucker, but we just do that to support y'all motherfucking ego? Because we know we can make it out on our own. What if we just stay in there because we love you and we want to show you, you know what? I'm in it because I love you and I give a fuck about you. But what you don't know, I can make it on my goddamn own. I'm saying,
I'm gonna tell you what.
Because a lot of us ain't in that shit.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why we say?
Because you're identified.
Okay.
You don't want to accept it. A part of you still has something to prove.
Okay.
A part of you still wants to show somebody your work. A part of you still wants to prove to this person, I'm gonna show you that I can be this for you. I'm gonna show you that you ain't gonna have no other woman like me. I'm gonna show you that you ain't gonna find no other broad like me. So guess what you're doing? What we doing? You're overexerting yourself and stressing yourself out trying to prove something to somebody.
So we doing too much by showing somebody.
No. Listen to me. You allowing yourself to be drained because a part of you needs to prove your love to somebody because you don't know it for your goddamn self. See, when you fully walk in this love, when you fully become the love that you seek, you don't have to prove this to nobody. So you know when nobody's in a place to receive your love, and you know when to walk away in love. See, the problem is you can't walk away when you in love. You can't walk away. No. You don't walk away in love. See, that's the whole deal because these words bind you. Remove the words in love. You walk away with love and compassion. See, you have to allow yourself to be in a place to embrace the fact. It's Sensei 007, and I'm on Facebook, Sensei. But when you have to embrace this love for yourself. Because when you walk away, you have to walk away for you. But if you're walking away and all you're worried about is what this person is going to be without you and what you're going to do without them, you're going to walk away with mixed emotions. See, a part of you is going to be torn. So you got to honor the fact that your mind can be telling you it's time for me to go, but your emotions don't move like that. See, your feelings don't work the same way. See, your mind is sharp. Your mind is agile. Your mind can tell you go that way, but your mind and your body don't operate on the same accord because you don't know who you are. You're not at one because you don't love yourself. So when you become this love, you begin to move in one accord for yourself.
Sensei, as a woman, I can tell you this. I can say that I am a hardworking woman. No, I don't go in the field, but I'm highly educated. I graduated from high school. I am a wife first. I am a mother. No. Let me phrase that. Okay, YouTube. I am a mother first. No, fuck that. I'm a woman first. And then I am a wife. And then I'm a mother. I have a husband. And he travels from city to city and state to state. Do I miss my husband? Yeah. Like, is he always on the road? Yeah. Can I complain? Hell no. He out getting it. He paying all the bills. One thing that me and my fam know, when I say fam, I speak on my subscribers. And a lot of my subscribers are women over the age of motherfucking 25. So women over the age of 25 who feel like we are independent motherfuckers, even though my husband pay my bills. I ain't gonna lie. He do. But I'm still independent. Can I feel that I'm independent even though my husband pay my bills? And at the end of the day, do I feel like I deserve to celebrate me? Because Mother's Day never did that. You can say, hey, Cece, I know you say curse. 7 motherfucking kids. I know that you wash, cook, clean. Most of my videos are either grocery hauls or cooking. You understand? People love when I get on there and talk about
I'm
me
gonna tell
as a
you
woman.
this. Watch this.
Tell me this.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Cut me off.
But there's levels to knowing. And
okay.
I'm gonna give y'all this right quick.
Give it to us.
You have levels to knowing because you have an understanding. That means when you're under the knowledge, you're kind of trying to figure it out. You know, you're trying to make it make sense for yourself. You have a level of understanding. This is when you feel something internally that resonates with you inside of you. It makes you feel some type of way when you hear it.
Okay.
You have a level of overstanding. Overstanding is I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're talking about. You don't even have to finish it. I know exactly where you're going with this. I have an understanding of what you're saying. You're looking for adoration. Every woman wants this. What we got to deal with is the first thing that you said, and you said a bunch of different things. Then you said that I'm a woman first.
You got it right.
I want you to stop right there. All right?
Okay.
I want you to understand how powerful that word is. See,
yes,
it's more than a word. You being a woman means that you are the essence of something. See,
motherfucking
you are the essence of the creator. No, literally. I want you to understand this. What a lot of women don't know, because you are into being a wife and you are into being this biblical aspect of what God and all these concepts have told you to be. Like real shit. I want you to be open-minded for me. Be open-minded for me right now. All right?
Destiny, be open-minded.
You are someone who are the design of the creator manifested. The woman is the only being that is in link with the solar and the lunar cycles of the universe. All right? Understand this, what I'm telling you. Now, when you allow yourself to embrace your full womanhood and embrace the essence of being a woman, and not this word that you read, not this definition that you watched on TV. See, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you being the womb, man. You being the essence of the creator that nurtures all life that comes through you. All life comes through your vessel.
Wow.
All life comes through you. So understand that you are the portal of life. Understand this, what I'm telling y'all. So when you understand this, when you who you are in your divine essence, you remove all aspects of what the Bible has been telling you about who you are. See, what the Bible, the definition of the Bible is giving you is no longer there. Now, you are linked to the Son of the Moon. So by you being a woman, see, I had to stop you right there first. I had to stop you right there first because I want you to understand and embrace that you are more than this essence of any title that comes after that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you are a divine essence of the creator manifested. There can be no life without you, beloved. I want you to understand your power.
Thank you.
I want you to understand. No, literally.
You gotta thank him.
Every man, listen to this. Every man follows a woman in his life. I don't give a damn. Everything that a man does is to please you. Now, when you're talking about a dynamic union of divine masculine and feminine, all right, listen to me. When you understand the essence of a divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy, this energy dwells both within you. Remember how I told you earlier that you are the zodiac?
That's right.
You are the essence of yin and yang energy. You are the essence of masculine and feminine energy combined into one essence of a being. All right. This union of energy means that you don't have to be one-sided. You don't have to be all the way feminine, and you don't have to be all the way masculine. You can find an even balance within you. The problem is, if you're looking for a man to bring you this balance, you're not going to ever know it for yourself. Understand this. Now, understand what a woman seeks, what divine feminine energy seeks in this life. Every woman seeks love. She seeks adoration.
Okay.
This is what she seeks. All right. I got to give y'all this.
Yeah, but somebody want to know this right quick.
Okay.
They said, now, Peanut, this is what they saying. I want you to answer this. They said, now, Peanut, why can't he tell? Why can't he tell her how to be a woman, but you can't tell, you can't be told how to be a man?
Nah, but
and then they say a man.
Woman can't tell, no.
No, listen to me.
Woman cannot tell. Now, I'm going to tell you this. That's like
let's not be
no. That's like a lion telling a giraffe how to be a giraffe.
So when Tia said
no, listen. That's like a lion telling a giraffe how to be a giraffe. So how can a lion tell a giraffe how to be a giraffe?
But how can you tell a motherfucking rabbit how to be the goddamn chicken?
You can't. You only speaking words.
Let me give y'all the essence of what y'all talking about. Let me make all this make sense.
How can you tell? How can you teach a boy how to be a man? Us as women, we cannot teach boys how to be a man. We can't teach them how to feed. Yep.
That's why they.
That has nothing to do. That's society.
But this is me. I feel like you cannot teach a boy to be a man. You can only mold your boy into your idea of being a man, and it works. It works because how many motherfuckers Sensei have you met in your life? Had dad says my mama was a crackhead. I came from the hood.
My mama smoked crack.
My daddy smoked crack. Give me some. But guess what? Your mama smoked crack. Your daddy smoked crack. But did that stop? My daddy smoked
crack. My daddy smoked. I used to roll my daddy Primos.
My daddy was the first person to show me how to smoke or roll a joint. So at the end of the day, it's not like because my parents got that shit bad these days for my kids. It's like I understand what you're going through because we went through this. You didn't go through a motherfucking bitch ass thing. And bro, you know for a fact we seen our kids grow up and blame their parents because of what they went through. And
want to accept lies.
It's not just in a black community.
Everybody want to accept lies. You want to accept what feel good to you because it feel good to you. Fuck that. Fuck that. Get out of the way.
It don't feel good to me because I do not like the fact of sitting there saying that my daddy smoked crack.
Getting used. You gonna keep on being in this suck. You gonna keep on being this.
What the holidays got to do with it?
No,
but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me make it all make sense. Let me make it all make sense. All right.
Make it make sense.
The reason why even everything that y'all saying is we're talking about mental health.
Right.
Because you went to talking about your father smoking crack. Where you from? All right. I'm from South. I'm from Bunton.
You from Bunton? What street?
I'm from all over. I'm from Dyrus.
Okay, you got a brother?
I got a little brother, yeah.
What's his name?
Jesse.
You know Squirt? Or you Squirt? If anybody else call you Squirt? Okay, I'm from Bunton too. Broad Street, South Dallas, my nigga. Hey, hey, y'all. Okay.
Now, what you dealing with is what you just talked about. Your father smoking crack.
Okay.
You're dealing with mental trauma that is instilled within you that we all need to heal from.
Right.
So, because of this mental trauma, it has affected the way that you love.
Right.
It has affected the way that you receive love. It has affected the way that you look at love.
Right.
This is all a part of the programming that is instilled within all of us because of the people that nurtured us, the people that we grew up watching, the people that we grew up watching in love, the people that we grew up in all the beliefs and ideas that have been instilled into us. Us knowing church, us knowing Jesus, us knowing all these things. Somebody gave you that. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
so beyond your mind and beyond your body, beyond the things that you've been taught, lies the essence of you. See, this is what I was taking y'all to a while ago. See, when you allow yourself to really understand that everything that you've been taught, everything that you know has been taught to you, and everything that you know to believe, everything that you understand, everything that is who you are has been something that has been taught to you. See, when you understand that, and when you know that for sure, you will be able to remove different aspects of you and be able to understand how your healing has to occur. Because your healing happens on many levels. So this is a removal of learned behaviors, a removal of learned subconscious behaviors, a removal of compulsive reactions to love, a removal of traumatic experiences. All of this has to occur before you can actually get to the essence of who you are.
But what part of the situation we say, you know what? It's motherfucking Valentine's. Shout out to Nisi. A shout out to Sensei. A shout out to motherfucking from the ground up. Because at the end of the day, we are all wrong. Can agree to disagree. And nothing that Sensei said was wrong. I totally agree with him. So to my riders who feel that I agree with these black men. I agree with these fellas. I don't see no black and white. Even though Sensei you got to say about my blood and my blood.
I was talking. See, I was trying to take y'all somewhere because I was telling y'all when I was talking about you being the essence of the stars and the moon, and I was telling you about you being the essence of a true woman, and you being the essence of the creator, and you being something that is divine, something that has been like the all-knowing. All right, this is what the woman is, and it's a beautiful thing when you're in a relationship and you're allowed to be a woman who's meant to nurture. See, the woman is designed to see all the details as the man goes out to explore.
Wow.
The divine feminine energy is designed to receive love. See, the man is supposed to give love. This is why y'all look and listen to everything a man says.
We supposed to do that, motherfuckers.
But guess what? What happens is that when the imbalance is happening with inside of the person, you're looking for something from this other person that they cannot give to you. See? Because they don't know it for themselves. But because the woman doesn't know her own power, and And because a man doesn't know love for himself, he cannot give. This union is fucked up. You get what I'm saying? So a man is struggling to love himself, and a woman is struggling to find some power. See, she don't know how to. That's why. Now listen to me. The power is all in the punani. But if you don't know the power of your punani, there is no power in it. You get what I'm saying? See, the power is beyond you giving it up. Some of the most powerful experiences in your life that you had with a man came when you ain't gave him no pussy. Think about it. You see things in a man when you don't give him no pussy. And you get shit that you don't really get when you don't get that pussy. And when you get that pussy, and guess what? When you get that pussy up, everything changes. Tell me I'm lying.
That was shot. We don't give it up to Sharon Davis, aka my husband. They said, "Do you agree?" And say, "My husband said after a nigga bust a nut, he just feel different."
I'm gonna tell you why, because this is an essence of being.
So you agree?
Listen to me. The womb is like heaven. That's why I was telling you about the power of the womb. Life is created. The man houses the essence of souls, which is the essence of semen. This is why the man is the gate. All right, the man is the gate of life. Our life comes through him into the womb of the woman. He releases this into your waters, the sperm. All right. This is what happens. This is what creation is. The only reason why you know sex, the only reason why you know fucking is because of nature. When you get around somebody and nature takes over, that's why they say your nature rises. So if you're not in control of the animalistic instinct within you, you live through it vicariously, whether knowingly, unknowingly, willingly, or unwillingly. You allow yourself to say that some aspect of sex has to happen in order for your relationship to be whole and complete. Now, the reason why I told you that sex is marriage is because when you have sex with someone, you're creating what's called a soul tie. Automatically, you're in a union with this person. It's an exchange of energy. That's why your eyes closed. That's why the lights off. Your body, because guess what? Sex happens because a part of you is longing to be one with something. This longing is within you. This is where lust comes into play. Now, this is where all of this lust, because a part of you is looking for something outside of you to make you feel whole and complete. So lust exists on many levels. Lust can be for your hair. Lust can be for your shoes. Lust can be for your car. It can be for your husband. It can be for sex. It can be for food. It can be for whatever it is outside of you that you think that you need that's going to make you feel good. All right. This is something that you lust for. And the only reason why you lust is because you're not in control of your own energies. You don't know how to control your emotions. So something else outside of you controls you because something else outside of you satisfies you. So when you get this feeling of making love, it's momentary. But just that moment changes everything for you. So because you don't know how to embrace this essence of love within yourself, there's a longing that never will be satisfied. Like it will never be satisfied. So because we never even embrace that moment of making love, a part of you is always looking to do it again, and you want it to feel good every time you're doing it. So we talk about man, it's a great.
So can I be honest with you? Say a shout out to my women, and we just gonna be real nigga shit. So based upon what they saying, and I don't know disrespect. Can I do it? So I just want to ask that question that I want to ask, because I have sometimes consider myself to be a spermicidal waste basket, which means that what motherfuckers going on, we act like we having a good time when we really not. We act like we pleasure you guys, we really not. So when you put yourself on a high pedestal and to look at us women in a certain type of way, sometimes we give y'all false accusations just to rise your self-esteem. And as men, like what I'm trying to tell you is that you guys put yourself on a pedestal and consider yourself as kings. And then you then say you was next to me, you're the queen. So have you guys ever thought of the fact that sometimes we make you guys feel like more than what you are?
That's what. See, let's go back to everything I was just telling you. A woman is designed to give a man power. Automatically, when a woman is automatically when a man is unaware of how to receive this power, he receives it falsely. Automatically, when a woman is unaware on how to give this power, she gives it falsely. So even in the essence of you making love, it becomes just you going through the motions. You're not embracing what you're doing because you don't embrace who you are. So that moment becomes something that you just doing just to get somebody out the way. See how freely you giving your body up because you don't honor it? So now you looking for somebody else to honor you, and you ain't honoring your own goddamn self. So instead of you getting them, you just said it. You just said. Now listen to me. Listen to me. You said it, but you said it in other words. All right. You said that if you giving them sex and it's really just you just doing it. All right. You really ain't, you falsifying, you acting like it's really good when it's really not. Who are you lying to? First of all. See, you think it's about him. It's really about you. You see?
So when I'm lying to him, I'm lying to myself.
You are lying to yourself first. Man. It starts with you first.
Even though I love him, I'm gonna make him feel like it's better than that.
Because you are scared to have a real conversation. Because you scared to have a conversation that might end your marriage. Come on, you are trying to guard his emotions.
So bad sex in marriages.
You know, I just told you how powerful sex is to a marriage.
Right.
So
is sex so powerful for a marriage that a man can leave?
You just proved to me that it is. The fact that you're not willing to say, honey, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not even into this. Right. I don't know what's happening, but I'm not even feeling. I don't even feel when I have baby. I'm just been. If you know what's gonna happen if you tell them that. Look,
even football players.
You know what's gonna happen if you tell them that.
Communicate.
I just want to say now, motherfucker.
If this nigga is on your team,
I know I'm not saying
and if he really on your team, why would you communicate with your teammate?
Y'all need to let me know how y'all feel because I get what Sensei is
saying. Because
and my brother.
I'm gonna tell you why. At the end of the day, because at the end of the day, the power goes back to the woman. Because and without regardless, I'm gonna listen to me. No, regardless of whatever it is, you have to relinquish this power. Whenever you give a man, you have to give it. He can't take it from you, regardless of whether you married or not. You have to freely open yourself up and say, "Come on, I'm gonna give you some." Whether you do it reluctantly.
Why is that shit so important to y'all?
No, listen to me.
I'm listening. I just want to know.
It goes back to everything you've been talking about. We're talking about a reward system.
It's you.
This man has been taught because of religious beliefs, because of societal beliefs, that he's supposed to do certain things, and a woman is supposed to give herself to him because of that. So everything that a man does, the car he drives, the job he gets, the hustle he does, the money he makes, the outfits he wears, the rims that he put on his motherfucking car, every time he go to the barber shop, everything he does is to please a woman.
They want to ask you this.
Let's say, ask him to explain what your husband said about a man feeling different once he nut. Okay, the reason why is because when a man's sperm, when a man ejaculates, you're letting go of life force energy. All right. And the reason why is because it goes back to a man being an eternal being. A man has to wait at least 72 hours for all of his sperm to build up his testosterone to build a proper level for him to have a child. Now, when you begin to have sex frivolously, and you're not honoring the fact of this is divine exchange of energy. This ain't just no fuck. This ain't just no wham bam, and we just fucking and I'm done. Like it ain't none of that. See, you learn how to reserve. You learn how to be more in the moment. You learn how to stroke. You learn how to honor the woman. You learn how to embrace every moment of while it's happening. So you make it last. You know what I'm saying? That 10 minutes feel like an hour. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when he's coming too fast, it's because all he's trying to get is that nut. See, you're not having sex to exchange energy. You're having sex to exchange a desire because you don't understand the desire behind the energy. See, you don't understand that a part of you is longing to be at one with something. You don't know that when you have sex with somebody, it's a sacred exchange of your energy. You're giving up something. He doesn't know it either. So he doesn't value your womb. He doesn't value fucking you. And you don't really value fucking him. All both of y'all want is a nut.
Just because
it's just like what DMX said. I gave you what you gave me. So just because you want a nut, he want a nut, both of y'all fucking just to get a nut. And why you think you mad when you don't get one and he busts for you? It's a problem. Goddamn, my nigga, you forgot about me?
But what about them motherfucking women that say, you know what, I love you so much, I gave you and I didn't get mine, but
she lied to herself.
But she gonna say, oh no, she not, because she accepts the fact that she didn't get hers. And she know that.
I'm gonna tell you why she's lying.
Because what you need to know, baby, and what you need to know, homeboy, brother, what you and him need to know is sometimes we know that you guys know that we're faking it. And at the end of the day, we don't love you less because we do fake it. One thing that we do is say, job well done. Because I cooked, I cleaned, I went
see
to
what I'm saying?
work.
You see how you went back to external shit?
Okay.
See how you see every time you say something, you go back to something external. You see how you keep doing that?
So that's the same mentality.
Listen to me.
It's the job to act like we want to do it.
No, listen to me.
Okay.
Listen to me. You're making something external become something that defines who you are. This is something that happens.
What I said mean about me?
Be real. Your presence has to be enough. The fact that you are a gift, the fact that who you are, whole and complete as you are, has to be enough. It has to do nothing with me washing dishes. It ain't got nothing to do with me taking care of the kids. It's about you knowing who you are. It's about me knowing what you bring to the table as a woman first, as a divine feminine energy, the power that you bring. And see, if you don't honor that for yourself, you're gonna continue to want him to honor it. And then all that is gonna mean is when he don't, you got a problem. See?
Right.
The moment he don't, you got a problem. So that means that he has power over you. Now, some men take this power because they think that it's the power that they're supposed to have over a woman.
Wow.
Now, you see how fucked up it goes?
Yeah.
So now,
I'm glad you know it's fucked up.
If you don't, because it's society teaches you that. And so you go back to everything you said. That's what you said about society. You want to embrace the ways of society. Once you embrace the ways of society, you embrace the titles that go with the ways. See, every title comes with something. Every title of a husband comes with the expectation, whether you know it or whether you don't know it.
Don't wife come with an expectation?
All of that comes with an expectation because now you're getting biblical. Now you're getting metaphysical, right? Because words, you create worlds. So in your mind, every picture, when you think wife, you think about either something that you watched your mama be, something that you watched on TV, something that you watched some other woman
or
be,
something that the Bible told you that you should be.
And guess what that means? What? You're measuring yourself to something instead of just being who you are.
Am I not supposed to?
No, you're not.
What if being who I am saying, you know what? Fuck you.
Guess what?
I know you pay the rent, but I'm gonna do it my goddamn self. What if something that I am as a woman to say, you don't gotta pay the rent, I'm gonna do it because I put your ass out. What about saying that you don't gotta buy no motherfucking food because I can pay it for myself and I can do it as women? What if we stood up and showed? Do you guys know? Let me ask you this, brother. I want y'all to look at him. And I want to answer this question. Do y'all know that women, amen, to my sister over there, do y'all know that as women, we withheld? And withheld in me faking it. Withheld in me more than just faking it. Withheld in me acting like we happy when we die. Withheld in me you don't want to. No, this withheld in me cooking, but I don't want to cook. Withheld in me taking care of the kids and doing shit.
You better ask yourself who you ask.
No, you talking about.
I'm not. Okay, so
resonate with you.
Okay, put your thumbs up if you accept what I'm saying as a motherfucking woman.
Look, and I know the majority
because they feel like I feel.
And guess what?
Because we don't want to cook every day. Thumbs up. We don't want to wash your motherfucking drawers. Thumbs up. We don't want to listen to your motherfucking ass snore and then you want me to get in the bed with you at a certain time. Thumbs up. We don't want to do a lot of shit that we do.
So why you doing it?
You know what? We do it for love.
Nah,
you see how that word finds you?
It ain't for love.
That ain't love.
That ain't love. Look at these.
I'm gonna prove to you that ain't love. You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you why
I don't love myself because I'm trying to make my nigga happy.
No, you don't love yourself.
Nah,
I don't love myself. So as a woman, I need to still get thumbs. So as a woman, I need to say, you know what? I know you didn't make me bust a nut, but I'm gonna act like this. Because if y'all really want to know, when we don't bust that nut, we get mad. We feel some type of way. So you want to know real self. So what we do is we close our legs like this. Okay. What we say is okay, but really we feel like nigga. I was finna get that. I was almost there. You didn't let me. Man, get the fuck up. What we really feel like.
I understand what you're saying. Can I tell you why women, so many women, are battling with exactly what you're saying? I want to hear it. Such an internal battle. I want to hear it. Can you agree that that's an internal battle?
I don't think it's a battle.
No, listen to me. Let Let me help you make sense of it. Everything that you're saying, all of this is happening inside of you, is it not?
It is.
You're not expressing this. You ain't saying this to him. There's just some shit that you feeling. Some shit that you're going through. Listen to me.
Okay.
Some shit that you're feeling inside of you.
Right.
Some shit that you don't know how to express. So you just go through the motions. All right? Okay. Go through the motions of being a girlfriend, being a wife, or being just fucking, or you ain't happy. You go through these motions of doing these things, right?
Right.
So this is an internal battle. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So these battles happening inside of you. All right. Okay. So now the question becomes, why are you allowing yourself to continuously go through this battle, knowing that you're not happy? All right.
Because
the reason why.
You said we raised you to do it. We stroke the male ego.
I'll tell you why. It's not just you just stroke the male ego. A part of you has become codependent. A part of you has become suppressed. All right. This part of you that has become suppressed happened when you were a child. It happened from watching your mama smoke crack. It happened from when somebody told you to sit down, shut the fuck up. It happened from people telling you that you couldn't do something. It happened from people telling you that you weren't good enough. People making you feel like you wasn't good enough. You feel like you had to do certain things to please people. It happened because you became a people pleaser. You never learned how to walk into your true power. So when you get into a relationship, because everything outside of you, because your mama taught you that you got to be a good wife, because society teaches you that if you say something, this ain't you submitting. That society teaches you that you gotta bow down and accept things from your husband, especially if he's doing his job as a man. See, all these things are taught and learned behaviors. That's why it's an internal battle. Because a part of you don't want to go through that shit. A part of you ain't happy. A part of you want to leave. But a part of you don't know how, and the only thing that binds you is a thought process. And this thought process keeps you prisoner.
Yellow Light Girl says, Nisi, see how he used your mom on crack against you after you confided in him.
No, it's not against
you. Don't allow him to use that. First of all, let's say this.
That's not
let's say this. Yellow Light Girl, my mama ain't gonna crack.
I said my mama smoked. Listen to me. I'm gonna say this. I got that.
Yeah, my mama was never.
I got that. My mama smoked crack. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you something.
Everybody
for you thinking this, I'm gonna tell you something. A part of you in our minds lies a lot of shit. All right. Shit that you've been through in your childhood got you fucked up today, whether you want to accept it or not. You don't have to believe it. You ain't got to accept it to be true. But I guarantee you it's something that happened to you in your childhood that is keeping you from accepting love, keeping you from knowing love, because all of this exists within inside of you. So you don't know love for yourself. So a part of you don't know how to find it. You don't know where to look for it. Because everything outside of you taught you what love is. So yeah, we all dealing with some trauma. I was just saying that as a reference point. That's it, beloved.
What is your idea of a strong woman? Because to me, it sounds like that he disagreed with a woman faking it till she make it. Whether it's sexual, like as a woman and as a wife.
I'm gonna tell you.
I want to tell you this and say, I want us to see them to see us. No woman is going to confess to her man, I don't like cooking. I don't like washing your clothes. I don't like cleaning. I don't like picking up behind you. It's not just a shot. He's not my first relationship. I'm just saying as a woman, as a married woman. So if we don't let you guys know that we don't like being at your beck and call, that make us weak ass bitches. Because at the end of the day, no woman want to fuck every day. Okay. Because men lose the touch of like when y'all want it and y'all go in. You guys used to give something called foreplay, and then you guys get comfortable and start doing some shit that's damn near masturbation. So we're gonna leave from damn near masturbation to saying, you know what, I love you, I want to make love to you. A woman that God blessed to be feminine, she is looking for caressing and holding. But for a man, caressing and holding you every day, I know you fucking lying. We ain't finna do that. We don't gotta make love to you every time we want to hit. But to a woman, it's your job to make me feel. It's your job to make me feel important every day. It's your job to make me feel like we don't fuck the bus.
I gotta stop you right there.
Okay.
Who said it was his job? That's society.
That's what my brother said.
Listen to me.
Look.
Listen to me. Listen to me, beloved. Please hear me out. All of you beautiful women. You don't know your divine essence. So you looking for a man to bring it to you. In order for you to understand your power, you have to take your power back. When you think it's a man's job to do these things, you're not going to allow yourself to ever find it or know love in its true essence. You're not. You're going to live a cycle of living and going. Do you feel like it's not his job because she should already be happy within herself? It's nobody's job. See, what does the Bible? I'm gonna give you this. Okay, I hear you, real God. This right now. What does equally yoked mean to you? That means that you have common interests. We equally share the same value. We equally have the same intentions. We equally look at things the same. So if I say we're equally yoked, that means that I think that equally we can agree on the biggest distressions in life. Can I give you another perspective on that? Let's do it. When you think about equally yoked, I want you to think about it in this essence. All right. Think about it in you coming into a relationship, knowing who you are. Okay. Think about it in you coming into a relationship, knowing your power. Think about you coming into a relationship, not needing anything from anybody. Think about it in you coming into a relationship and being able to receive love and receive this person and their true essence, and not looking at them for the person that you want them to be. And this person has the same vested interest and the same vested value in themselves. And you both share the same essence. Okay. To where he doesn't need a love from you and you don't need a love from him. So all you can do is share love with each other. All you can do is give to each other. You can't take at that point. So he's not expecting anything from you. You're not expecting anything from him. All you're doing is just being with each other, allowing each other to embrace the presence of one another. How is that for equally yoked? I think that's beautiful, but I think that's beautiful. I'm just gonna tell you this, Sensei. I think that's beautiful. But where I'm from, where you from, brother? I'm gonna tell you something. Even though it sounds like something that's up in the clouds. The reason why I'm from Bunton, South Dallas. Bunton, South Dallas. Okay. Now, the reason why a bunch of this sound up in the clouds to people is because your concept of love has been grounded. Your concept of love relies on somebody doing something for you and proving the love to you. The love that I speak on, the love that I'm telling you about, you have to become this love. See, you have to walk in this love. See, when you walk in this love that I'm talking about, can't nobody hurt you. Can't nobody disappoint you. See, do you want to experience that love? Do you want to be able to be in a relationship with somebody and be able to give yourself freely and not be expecting nothing back from this person so they can't hurt you? So you can allow yourself to honor the fact when you meet somebody or when you are with somebody and you recognize that this person is not good for you. This person is not conducive for you. This person doesn't fit who you are. And you're able to say, you know what? I appreciate the time that we spent together. I appreciate you coming into my life. I appreciate the essence of what you brought me and what you taught me. But I don't think that we rock together anymore. You can walk away in love instead of holding on and allowing yourself to embrace a routine instead of a relationship. See, are you willing to stop living a lie within yourself? Are you willing to go to bed every night next to somebody that you can honestly love and that you can make love to every time you want to? And you can do this freely? No. What if you can't make love even if it's because guess what? You love every night? Do that mean that you love them less? That's a physical need. When it gets to the point to where it's a physical need, because it comes to a point to where when you allow yourself to get to the point to where you need some sex, see? Because how you act, you but I don't want to fuck you that night. How you act when you don't get no dick? How you act when you don't get no dick? I feel rejected. Okay then. Is it a need or is it a want? Shit, it's still a want. Because without that dick, I can still live life and be happy. What if he don't give it to you? When he don't give it to you when you want it, what happens? You know what? If he don't give it to me when I want it, then I feel like you know what? You don't feel the way I feel. Fuck somebody else and be in the whole way. See, guess what? That's wrong. That's a desire. But you will feel that way as a man. No, I wouldn't. Okay, not me. Not where I'm at now. No, because I've overcome that lustful energy. Now with my queen, even with my queen, now listen to me. With my queen right here next to me. All right, understand this. When that lustful energy, I honor it. I began to honor it. Like I began to tell women, like, damn, you turning me on. Damn, I like that. Whatever the case may be, because you got to honor the energy for what it is in order for you to conquer it. You get what I'm saying? I do. So now I'm able to honor the beauty in you, and I ain't got to want your booty. You get what I'm saying? I can see the beauty in all things and all the sexual behind it. For how long?
You can honor and not want my boo for how long?
No, I'm talking about as a man, period. I'm not saying that somebody that's with you. Now, somebody that's with you, what we do in the bedroom is our business. Like real shit. With me, we together, I union, what we do in the bedroom is our business. That's something. What people do in their bedroom is their business. I'm not telling people what to do and how to fuck. I'm just telling you to embrace the essence of when you are having sex. To let the moment mean something. Don't just allow yourself to go through the motions of fuck. Don't live that lie because you lied to yourself. You've allowed yourself to become somebody else just fuck bad. That's basically what you're doing. Just come on and bounce it down on me and get it out of the way.
Okay, so basically, fam, how you doing? So you seem to live in essence. What if essence is stronger from him than her? What if to him he fucking with everything within his mind, body, and soul, and so she just not feeling this shit? Not because she don't love him the way that he's supposed. Maybe you said some whole ass shit to me today, and bitch, I'm still carrying it to tonight. Maybe you said something to me that I don't appreciate. Maybe you made me feel unappreciated as a woman. And for y'all who don't know, man,
you don't know how to communicate.
But that's
no, you don't know how to communicate.
But do you don't know say?
You want somebody.
I'm gonna say maybe you said something. Let me get sense out of her. Maybe you said something to me as a woman that hurt me so bad, and it could have been little shit like, bitch, you can't even pick that shit up out of yourself. You need to grow up.
And men talk to women like that.
And when they do that right there can stop your pussy from getting
I know that. I'm gonna tell you why though. It still goes back to you. Man, beloved, it still goes back to what you allowing. When you truly walk in your power as a woman, a man cannot degrade you. You won't allow it. You get what I'm saying? When a woman knows who she is, she won't be subjected to shit just because this is a man, just because this is her man. That's a motherfucking excuse. I deal in reality. I look at shit for what it is, not for what you want it to be. If you allowing yourself to be subjected, mentally abused, physically abused, and you don't know how to leave and you don't know how to walk away, beloved, you are codependent. You are dealing with a narcissist. Most men are narcissistic. And most men that are narcissistic need a codependent motherfucker to be a narcissist on. You got to recognize that you become codependent and you allowing somebody to control you. That's the only way you're going to take your power back. Other than that, can't nobody help you. Can't nobody save you but you. You can keep looking for God. You can keep praying for Jesus to change your relationship. And hopefully one day your man to see that he wrong and to treat you better. But I'm telling you that the shit ain't going to happen until you put your foot down and understand your divine essence. That's the only time it's going to happen.
Let me ask you this and say, we're going to ask this to the people. Mm-hmm. I respect what you're saying. I'm shaking his hand with respect. Yes, his queen is here. So I'm shaking his hand with respect. But at the end of the day, I want to know, thumbs up to a woman who could survive a relationship with a man who thinks like this. If you think that you have, like, you're I'm gonna say like, this. I'm gonna say you don't like that shit.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna tell you, even women, I know y'all been through.
We don't like this shit.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say some real shit. Now, as a man, as a divine masculine energy, I'm a divine energy. I don't. First of all, I don't identify with women as women. You are divine energy to me. You are beyond being a woman. The only reason why you're a woman is for you to procreate. That's the only reason why you're a woman. All right. You got to embrace. The only reason a man is a man for us to make more kids. That's the only reason you're a man. That's the only reason you're a woman.
That's it. Do it.
There's certain things in nature that don't even know they masculinity or they femininity until it's time to make it. The only reason why we know it is because they teach us about our sexual nature. So we live through our physical nature. Your physical nature is only 12% of who you are, divine ones. So I want you to understand something as a divine woman that walks this earth. And so many women have been hurt and been manipulated and been in narcissistic relationships and been so used and abused and looking for power, looking for love and stressed out and hurting and in disease and all these different things. In order for you to take your power back, beloved, in order for balance to be restored in this life, you have to return back to who you are. You have to understand that no man, you are not meant to follow no man. Understand this, beloved divine women. You are not meant to follow no man. No man can walk this earth without an umbilical cord. This means that every man came from a woman. A man's body Every person's body is formed through the essence of the earth. Because of this, from the earth you came, so the earth you shall return. Understand this. Everything that we know came from a feminine energy. Matter. All right? So when you know your divine essence, a man ain't got no choice but to fall in line. Think about any nigga that thought he was hard, any nigga that think he's tough, any nigga that thought he was a player, whatever the case may be. Think about how you said, I know I can break him down. Watch how I do it. See, I'm going to tell you how.
So how can a woman not agree with that man lifestyle but still show she love him without putting herself down? Because sometimes we accept shit from motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you why. We don't want to accept, but we do it for love, and that should mean
listen
something,
to me.
man.
Listen to me. No,
it
listen.
Should mean
it's trying to mean something to you, beloved. Is that mindset right there is gonna keep you fucked up. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. That mindset right there is gonna keep you fucked up. If you keep thinking that you have to continue this cycle because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to put up with this, you ain't supposed to do shit. That shit is designed, that shit is programming, that shit is all the shit that you're trying to live up to the titles of being a good woman, being a good wife, being a good bitch, being a good hoe, being a good side chick, being whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. You trying to be something that you're not. Because you don't know who the fuck you are.
Because you putting up with shit what you don't want to.
You putting up with shit that you don't want to because you don't know how to take your power back.
We put up with shit that we don't want to because we love you and we don't want to hurt you.
That's not, listen to me. That's not love. Well, hold on. I got to get this right. That is not love. That is a codependent need that you develop within yourself.
What do we gain from that shit?
Listen to me.
We don't gain from you.
It all it takes from you. Love is supposed to give to you. Love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't take. Love doesn't disappoint. That's not love. That is the essence of lust. That is the essence of you allowed yourself to become involved in a compulsive reaction to your emotional needs to somebody or something to complete you. Something controls you. You don't know how to love you. You don't know how to love you. So you try to find somebody else to do it. You don't know how to love anybody else.
Just say that.
You don't know how to do it. See? So a part of you is trying to find something or trying to find somebody else to do it for your goddamn self.
Okay, so I know for a fact that I know how to love because not only do I know how to love me, I got 7 motherfucking kids. And yes, sometimes I do shit that I don't want to do. But when I do shit that I don't want to do, I can say I do it for love. Because if I didn't give a fuck about you, I wouldn't do it. But if I didn't do the shit that I'm supposed to do, you on something, not me. Because goddamn me.
We're not talking about a love in between the kids.
Okay, well, we're going to take the kids out. We're going to talk straight up on that man.
The love in between
that I do
a woman
every
and a
day,
man.
it motherfucking matters. So when you get on top of me,
it matters to you.
Listen,
and then you bust that good.
It matters to you.
Now you do it to the $2 bitch ain't gonna make you feel the way I feel.
See what I'm saying? Everything that you saying goes back to comparison.
Right.
Everything that you're saying.
It's all about comparison because
not.
the hardest thing that you have to do in your life is to make up your mind. We got to deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly.
You see what you just said?
Yes,
everything that you just said, you said make up your mind.
Yeah.
The problem is the most powerful thing that we've given you. And when I say we, I'm on the side of nature.
Okay, right? Nature has given us.
The most powerful thing that you possess is your mind.
Okay.
What's happened is the most powerful tool that you possess is turned against you.
Me?
From the 75% of this world is on chemical. 75% on some type of drug to make them feel whole. They need some type of person to make them feel whole. Either they're shopping, going to the mall, club, whatever the case may be, to feel a need that they don't know how to feel within themselves. So all the validation that you seek is only because you want it for yourself. So if you don't ever give it to yourself, of course you don't want appreciation. Of course you don't want adoration. Of course, you don't want somebody else to love you.
But when we give it to ourselves and appreciate ourselves, they don't like us because they
I'm gonna stop you right there. Because the fact that you still looking for somebody else to like you, you still got work to do. See, you ain't fully in that place if you still worried about it. You ain't done yet. You don't know what it means to fully embrace who you are. You don't know what it means to fully love yourself. You don't know what you authentic essence. You don't know what it means to love yourself unapologetically.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
But I is looking for somebody else.
But okay, and we get that as women. Okay, let me read the comments. It said, "Who is?" Wait a minute. Let's go back down. Who is he to tell Niecy she is not in her own place to know how to love herself? Wow, he don't know me personally, baby.
There's levels to. I'm gonna tell you something. I know people. I don't have to know. I'm gonna tell you something.
Hey, we just talking.
No, I don't speak. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't speak from a place of my own emotions. I've had certain realizations about life, and some of the things that I say, people don't want to embrace or they can't interpret because their mind is not in place to receive it. Right. So I started out this video saying that the lips of wisdom is closed, yet to the ears of understanding. So until you embrace the fact that in this life, the longest relationship that you're gonna have is with your goddamn self, I promise you, everything that you do is gonna lead you right back to you. Everything that you do is gonna lead you down a complete cycle or another circle of you trying to find somebody else to love you.
So how do you feel about a woman lowering her standards of who she thinks she is?
She shouldn't have to lower her standards for shit. The fact that any woman is
what about to accept that man?
There should be no exceptions. There cannot be no exceptions.
Don't lower your. He said, "Fuck that nigga. Fuck what he's going through." Because I'm gonna send a shout out to my women. They got niggas that's locked up. Because you got niggas that's locked up, they had a lot, and they get out and they have absolutely nothing.
See, now you equate.
We gotta build out men up and have their back.
You're looking for sympathy. I'm not here to get. I'm talking about people in that place. People in that place. You want somebody to listen to me, beloved. Listen to me. You want somebody to identify. People want somebody to identify with their situation. Well, what about this? And my love, you can't tell me about this because my man locked up.
People have different situations, baby.
Listen to this, all right? Listen. The reason why people have different situations because people have different perspectives.
Right.
I can look at the moon and tell you that it's clear. You can say it's blue, right?
Right.
Everybody's entitled to that.
Right.
But beyond your perspectives, beyond the things that you feel to be true,
right?
Beyond your emotional reactions to life, lies a divine truth. All right. Beyond the shit you feel to be true, lies something that you cannot argue with. The shit I'm saying, you can't argue with this shit. Everything that you're saying is because you're going back to the way you feel. But what about this? Because after this, you can't tell me that how I feel about this. You trying to tell me I can't tell you how to feel. I'm not telling you how to feel. Don't mistake my words. You're taking it because a part of you is trying to react to something because what I'm saying you can identify with. You can identify with the hurt.
You don't understand how I feel because you don't identify with me as a woman.
Because
part of me making me feel like maybe you don't understand how I feel. I know how I feel.
I'm not trying to identify. Listen to me. I'm not trying to identify with you as a woman. I identify with you as a divine being. See, your ego is tied up in you being a woman.
You think I got a big ego?
We all do. Because your ego is tied to your personality. Your ego is tied to, guess what? Your ego is tied to you being a wife. Your ego is tied to you being a sister.
My ego is tied to me being a good woman and a good bitch.
Every title that you put on yourself, like real shit. Every title that you put on yourself, right? Listen to the words.
You ain't good bitch?
Where your definition of a good bitch come from? Listen to me. Hold up. Where your definition of a good bitch come from? When you think of good bitch, you thinking of something you saw on reality TV or something.
When I think of a good bitch, I think about the life that I live every day that make me be that bitch.
See what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, because I didn't say good woman.
No, listen to me. I'm not talking about the word terminology. I'm not talking about the word, but I'm talking about the intentions behind it. Right. All right, that makes the difference.
Okay.
Words are frivolous to me. They're
so when I tell you that I'm a good bitch, what do you get out of that?
I get that you're trying to be something. That you're trying to look for something
why
more outside
would
of
I
yourself?
say that I'm a good bitch? Why you don't get the fact that I am a good woman? Because I said bitch.
It's because you're trying to display something to me.
That's what you see.
You're trying to, and when you're trying to be something.
When I am something.
See what I'm saying? When you are, you just are. See, the problem is you don't know how to just be.
But I'm being.
So you're constantly striving to be something. So you got to do all these efforts.
We all trying to be something.
Subconsciously, we are. See, a lot of us are actors. So you got to become an act. Right. See, I'm just trying to You revealing everything I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
Because a part of you is actors.
Right.
So you put on this hat, you put on this mask,
right.
as being a good bitch, being a good mother, being a good woman, or a bad bitch.
I put on the hat or I live that life.
A part of you lives that life when it's time for you to put on that hat.
Mm.
Tell me I'm lying.
You're not.
All right. So I'm telling you, you shapeshift. You mold yourself to fit different situations. That's why you feel like you taken from. That's why a part of you feel like you need to be appreciated when you do it. Because a part of you is letting go of part of you.
A part of me feel like I need appreciation.
You just said it.
Okay, listen.
You've been saying that the whole time.
Me feel that I gotta feel appreciated. I'm sorry if he said that. He said a part of me feel that I need to be appreciated. All of me know that I need to be appreciated.
And all I'm trying to tell you is this. And all I'm trying to tell you is this. And all I'm trying to tell you is everyone, every being on this planet. That appreciation that you're looking for, no human, nobody will be able to give it to you until you fully give it to yourself.
Wow.
That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Now
I'm not trying to tell you to neglect your husband. I'm not trying to tell you to not be a good mother. I'm not trying to tell you to let your boyfriend in jail go, beloveds. I'm not trying to tell you any of that. All I'm telling you is don't be so intertwined with these things to where they define you. Understand when something is taken from you. In this life, you need to deal with things that add to you and not take from you. That's all I'm saying. You need to honor the fact when you're in a place as a woman, when something is taken from your power and not giving it to you. See, when a woman is able to honor that, you can control a lot of shit, like real shit. So I'm just telling every woman to stop giving your power away to things that are taken from you. I don't give a damn what it is. So that means that every aspect of your life, you have to take something back that you've been relinquishing some part of yourself to, knowingly or unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly. And until you do that, you will not know who you are. You will constantly be tied up in every title. You will constantly be allowing yourself to be subjected to hurt. You will constantly be asking yourself, damn, why the fuck can I let this nigga go? And I know this nigga ain't right. Why is this nigga in jail? Why this nigga in jail? And I know I can't let this nigga go. Like, why? All these whys, you begin to answer for yourself instead of giving somebody else the power and waiting on them to do it. See, it's like taking your power back requires a lot of shit. Because we've been taught so much shit. So that's why I say, like, because I'm gonna tell you why. You are not your mind and you are not your body. You see, this is why I was telling y'all earlier about you being a divine essence or something. Your mind wants to do. See, this is where meditation comes into play. This is how you can gain this oneness that you're looking for. Now, when you allow yourself to understand that you are not your mind and you are not your body, when you are sitting still, your mind is using 20% of your energy automatically. Without you doing you ain't got to speak a word. Your brain is just going, right? Your mind has the function of its own. Your body does shit on its own. Your body has physical memory, emotional memory, all this shit. You can wake up in the morning, your body brush your teeth. Your body doesn't need your help breathing. Your body don't need your help creating iron. Your body don't need your help creating this blood. Your heart don't need your help pumping. All it needs you to do is just function, right? So this is your mind and your body working on two different accords. Now, when you are in mental discomfort,
they want to know how you feel about what he's saying without getting on camera. They want to know, do you agree with everything that he's saying? Not being on camera, do you agree?
But of course, I guess because I'm whole and complete within myself, so I don't need him. It's a cherry on top. He's there, but I don't need him. I'm good either way.
And see, that's the power.
Either way.
And see,
so do you agree with everything that he's been saying as far as the way that a woman think? Have you been listening?
I mean, that's how I live. So I am it. So it's kind of hard to describe it when I am it. We would have to go back over each individual question for me to go in depth with it but that's kind of how I live.
So do you agree basically with what you've been hearing him say as how a woman define herself and how she feel about herself? And you heard me saying, well, men this and we do this. Do you agree?
Can't nobody define me because I define myself. So I'm not worried about what another think about me. Not nobody, not not mother, not daddy, not my nigga, not nobody. So
you just saying that basically, in regardless to what he had to say, you feel the way you feel. Can't nobody change the way you feel. So you're not saying that you agree or disagree. You saying what he's saying has nothing to do with how you feel about yourself as a woman.
Well, no, I'm agreeing with him when he's saying is he appreciates someone who just is.
Right,
and not an actor or trying to be something else other than.
Do you agree with what she's saying? You understand what she's saying?
I'm gonna tell you how we got together. I'm gonna give y'all that real quick. She is. Well, you know, these are just words. See, she don't hear the type. So she's not my woman. She doesn't belong to me. First of all, we both know this. She's not mine. I'm not hers. See, we both understand that we don't belong to anybody. We don't belong to each other. So we understand how to be together. You get what I'm saying? So there's instances of us we don't need each other to complete each other. So there's times we can just be. We don't have to say words anything to each other. Just our presence is enough. You get what I'm saying?
You
get what I'm saying?
We're here with y'all.
If we were somebody who celebrated this day,
celebrated, I was into me. You got me fucked up. I ain't finna be sitting here with them. I know them. You finna take me out to eat.
Right.
Did you feel like that when you feel like okay, we gonna do an interview? Would you like that, baby? We gotta together. This
it's we're here with y'all.
So it's Valentine's Day for you.
It's just another day. I'm appreciative of that.
Do you feel like you should get a extra?
It's no extra. I make money if I want extra. I make my extra. I'm not for somebody to.
I didn't buy her nothing about Valentine's.
And I ain't nothing about
I didn't buy her anything. And the reason is not a reason behind it. Because we don't honor things the way everybody else does. We don't. We don't allow ourselves to be subjected to allow something outside of us to describe our love.
Right.
So the love that she has for herself, I can't possibly match it. You get what I'm saying?
So basically what you're saying is me and Bro was talking about this because I did too Valentine's because I know my bro he don't believe in that shit, but I know she do and I know that I do. So I feel like she believe in I believe in get chocolates. At the end of the day, it's not about what he can't afford. He can afford a lot of shit. This motherfucking studio. It ain't about how much money. So some people feel like he don't want to spend his money not worth it. It's not about the dollar. It's about the mentality. And if the man says they don't believe in it, y'all know that this is because they don't give a fuck about it. Which you find a woman like her. That says
don't tell yourself like we can't pull out a stack out the motherfucking drawer on you motherfuckers. Just so we don't even represent that. These blue places. So you better stop playing with this. No, let them see because we can afford this shit. So all you broke motherfuckers saying, oh, we can't afford Valentine's.
No.
Yeah. That's the motherfuckers who own that and still sleep.
So at the end of the day, this say smart because to these brothers, to say, to rich, it's not about the money. So baby girl with her, it's not about the money. So some people like, you don't want to buy nothing. But if you did buy something, we seen at the store, it'll cost no more than what? If you did buy something, how much would it cost? Bro, if you bought something, what we win? How much would it cost to put a smell? Like the teddy bear, the pork, and a cheat sheet.
So I would expect the cheat sheet. So I'll give my girl a cheat sheet. So anything that when I was living that life, but now I know that that's nothing. That's nothing because Walmart.
So if I buy you some cheap, you would accept
that still ain't nothing.
So if I say happy birthday, bro, and I bought you a Walmart thing with a Walmart hat, with Walmart socks, I say, would you love it?
So quick question. Is it for the other person? Or is it you?
That's right.
It's for me. And what would I give? I give him him appreciating me. we probably fucked yesterday, probably fucked tomorrow. So people say that my kids eat Christmas every day. Or people say, oh, you got 2 days to show you up. No.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is how you can ask yourself. You can answer that question for yourself. Even if you're trying to figure out how you can figure out if this gift is for you or for them. If you give a gift, well, really, I gotta help y'all understand this. You can't really give shit. Right. First of all, I'm helping you understand what I mean by that. Understand what I mean by that. You cannot give anything. All right. When you take something and you buy something and you basically share, it's basically what it is. You are basically taking something from one place and putting it in another. Now, your intentions behind this may be whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say good intentions pay the road straight to hell. Really? Listen to me now. Now, I want you to understand what this does to you. You don't understand the greatest gift of all that you have to give. The greatest gift of all that you have to give is yourself. That's the only gift you can give. So if you're not giving yourself, anything that you give outside of you is something that you need to make you feel self-validated. It's something that you're doing to make you feel good. Now, if you want to ask yourself, how can you see is this true for yourself or not? If you're giving something to somebody, right? And all you're doing is waiting on this person to tell you thank you. Are you waiting on this person to appreciate the gift that you gave them? Or if you give somebody something and they say fuck your gift. Like they take your shit and you come back over there and let's just say you gave them something and you come back over there and they see you, they just think
shit thrown up against the wall, open that shit.
And it makes you feel some type of way. That means that you gave a gift for yourself. All right. Because you gave a gift looking for appreciation. You gave a gift hoping that this person was going to look at it and say, damn, they love me. You gave a gift hoping that this person was going to say, damn, they showed me some appreciation. See, this all goes back to you lacking something for yourself. So when you give a gift and you truly giving or something, the only thing that you can give is yourself. So your presence has to be enough. If your presence is not enough, nothing that you give will ever be, it will never suffice. It's a false. It's false. It's bullshit. It equates to lying. It equates to you just allowing yourself to just be subjected to shit that you think that describes your relationship, describes how you feel, and describes how this person feels about you. So we got to be real careful. I know a lot of this shit might be hard for a lot of people to understand. A lot of this shit might be hard because this shit like, oh, this nigga think he know. I deal with a lot of shit about people think I know what I'm talking about.
My family, we can agree to disagree.
I transmute our energy. All right, I embrace all this knowledge. I'm gonna tell you something. Can't nobody say shit about me that make me feel no type of way. I don't care about what people have to say or feel or whatever it is. Either you receive what I say or you can say everything I'm saying is bullshit. Either way it go, it don't move me. I'm good either way. So I'm like straight up with this. Now
we respect what you say. We respect you from the ground up. We can agree to disagree. We respect you, bro. You can't really. We just really finna go to the car for a minute. We don't take an intermission. Shots and say, come with that real ninja shit. You know, that's the type of shit that we need in mixed unapologetic. Because we don't apologize for the way we're going.
No, you better not.
We walk in a bitch. And you gonna feel how you feel. She gonna feel. I feel. I'm gonna feel how the fuck I feel. But I feel like I need this motherfucking secret. Y'all don't know me like that. And I wear my curls pushed up like that. I got it like that today because I'm a natural bitch. So I gotta keep it real. So I know I'm supposed to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, but I'm sorry. I can't apologize for being me, and we enjoyed it. And my brother gave me this because I love him. Like say hey, fam. He is aggressive shit. He like the you like say hey. I already got it like so. We gonna sit back talk about what say and little mama with the pretty hair. He got a baddie, you know what I'm saying? But he said we don't.
No, but we gonna take it this way.
No, we don't belong to each other.
We gonna take it.
Nobody belongs to nobody.
South Dallas, Texas, in a motherfucking house. Goddamn it!
Nobody.
I want to call him Squirt because he look like a young star on the name Squirt. So at the end of the day, Please do finish. And we appreciate that. Shout out to Nisi World.
Already. Nisi World. Peace and love, family. Peace.
Is the blunt gone or do we need to fight a medicine up? Shout out. We need to fight that business up. Oh, it's gone. Okay.
It's really not. We can fight another.
But I fought this. So yeah, bro. Do we need to fight that medicine?
I'm about to
What you finna do?
I'm about to get to it.
They finna get to it. I don't smoke blunts, but I got some CBD waiting for my bitch ass in the courthouse. We finna talk about this shit, baby house. This is unapologetic. Should I go to these?
No, Sensei. I wonder what I wonder. Is you still on?
Go ahead.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask you, as far as like religion, as far as we going to now, let's step out of love and out of all that. Mm-hmm. Where is the religion playing a part in the Black community? Because that's my, where did that? How is that affecting the community? Is that helping the community, or is it not?
Man,
that's one of the questions that I wanted to ask. You know what I'm saying? Because we gon', I want to ask, how do you feel about being a kid, growing up in the places that you grew up, mm-hmm. and experiencing the things that you experienced? How do you feel about religion? What has religion actually done in your life? And because love all plays in there. You understand what I'm saying? Love your master, submit to your master. See, the Bible has put a spell on our people's mind, and I know me myself. I know that it's my repetition. Repeatedly, telling a person something, tell a lie so long that a person will start believing a lie, start living it as true.
Yeah.
So my question is, what is religion doing for the Black community, and how is that playing a part in mental health?
Man, that's a powerful question. What is religion doing to the Black community? And how is it playing a part in mental health? Right. Man, for me, somebody who grew up in church, growing up, my grandmother was on the usher board, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I was somebody who went to church. I used to go with my grandmother. We went to Lord's Missionary Baptist Church down there in the South off Brush Street. So it was times when I remember being in church, and I felt like I belong. You feel like church is somewhere you're supposed to be, because a part of you is looking for something. A part of you is trying to find out a lot of answers to life. And a lot of times all people tell you is the only place you can find it is God. So it's like certain things, you ask your mama, you ask somebody, first thing they say is ask God, right? So then you get to church, or you get to a place and you dealing with church to where it's like now they telling you can't ask God. Like they telling you that you got to be careful about what you ask God.
Right.
So it begins to leave you. Yeah, like don't question God after you've been taught that you didn't have all the answers and your mama didn't have all the answers. So nobody ever told you where you came from. Like nobody ever told you what you were connected to. You know what I'm saying? So religion for me, for me, when I look back on it now, like at first I used to say help me a lot. At first I used to say, without the essence of church and all that stuff, I don't know where I would be. But now I embrace the fact that it kept me lost in a lot of ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it kept me removed from something that I didn't even know how to connect with. You know what I'm saying? So what religion does to us, you got to understand the word religion comes from the word religo. All right, this is a Latin word to means to bind, religio. All right, now this means to bind. All right, now what are you being bound from? What are you being removed from? What are you being taken from? You've been removed from a divine essence of yourself. a divine essence of you being connected with the Creator. I'm a divine essence of you knowing who you are. So because you're removed from the divine essence in church, you're given a concept of God and you're given a concept of the devil. Now, what this concept does is leaves a lot of people prisoner, because your mind now develops something, your imagination begins to take over. So when something good happens, you say it's God. When something bad happens, you say it's the devil. All right. Now, because of this concept, you start to live a life of division. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is shit I began to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I began to understand and embrace this as I was growing. Like, it took for me to embrace transformation. It took for me to let go of the fear of displeasing God, the God that I had been taught to serve, the God that I had been taught to honor. It took for me to let go of that in order for me to really embrace transformation. Because a part of it, I didn't want to let go of. A part of it, I didn't want to release. Like, I was like, can't nobody tell me that God ain't real. Like, can't nobody remove that from me. Like, I was like, nah, you got me fucked up. Like, nah, I know God. Like, I tell people, even if you go look back at my Facebook post, I posted about God a lot. I was always saying, give your problems to God. God got you. You know, nobody got your back. Like, I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was deep in it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't tell me shit about God. Yeah. So I was like, it showed me something as I began to let go of the fear of displeasing this essence of God that I've been taught. So I began to look at religion totally different, bro. I began to see that everything that I knew and everything that I even thought about had been manipulated. Like, I began to realize that everything that I knew about life, everything that I knew about myself, like, that's what this awakening, that's what being woke does for you. So it's like this so-called shit. That's why anger is the first state. You know what I'm saying? Because people get mad because you start to embrace the lies that you've been given. You get what I'm saying? Like you start embracing the shit that they have manipulated shit. They have made us believe certain things. And that shit is like a harsh reality, man. Like, literally, that shit is like some fucked up shit for you to just sit up and say that, damn, this happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you start to tell yourself everything can't be a lie. You know what I'm saying? So every aspect of church, every aspect of religion, all of that shit begins to be challenged. It was challenged for me. So I had to unplug, man, because if you don't unplug, like when people are going through that transformation, you trying to let go of that church and that religion. I tell people, if you don't allow yourself to really unplug, and if you don't allow yourself to stop watching TV, if you don't allow yourself to put your Bible down, if you don't allow yourself to say that everything that I have been taught, I have to allow myself to remove, like if that realization never comes to you, you're gonna stay angry, and you're gonna stay looking for something outside of you to come rescue you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna come looking for something outside of you, for everything to make sense to you. So that's why a lot of people start watching YouTube. That's why a lot of people start following people, because a rebirth of you is happening. See, that religious mindset is still there. You needing a doctrine. You needing something to give you guidance. So it's like that whole essence of you needing a step-by-step booklet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need something in paper, something in scripture to say, this is how you do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so because a part of you is relying on your logic. A part of you is relying on intellect. Because a part of you is relying on the shit that you know, the shit that you read, the shit that you watched to teach you something. So you don't know how to touch the divine. You don't know how to touch intelligence. So because of this, even a lot of people that remove themselves from, like I was saying earlier, from going to church and embracing Jesus to embracing deities and orishas and all this other shit. Now, I'm not saying it's a knock. I'm not knocking it.
Switching over power.
All you did was switch from one religion to a tradition.
Like giving up cigarettes for candy.
You hear me? Shit like that. And then you talk about the people that still smoke.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you let go of the cigarettes and then you embrace something else, but you want to talk about the motherfuckers that still smoke. So it's the same thing what people do in this so-called woke community, because you end up, now you finding something else to embrace. Right. And now you finding another crush to hold on to, and you want to fuck with the people that still holding on to some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's right. I tell you, the true path to enlightenment cannot be achieved alone. Like you ain't gonna get there alone. Everybody gotta go. And people say that everybody can't go. With that mindset, it's gonna keep you trapped. Because what happens is you're divided. So this whole essence of oneness, it won't be witnessed when you're allowing yourself to be subjected to religious beliefs and religious ways. Because religion teaches division automatically. Because if somebody doesn't believe in what you believe in, you say that they tripping. Like that's what you deal with when you're trying to break free from that shit. People go to saying you crazy. People go to ask, do you still believe in God? You know how many people ask me that? Like, do you still believe in God? I know, and I just want to know, do you still believe in God? All the other stuff cool, but do you still? So if I didn't, would it make a difference?
It's almost kind of like they kind of setting up a war within
the self.
Within self, but within self, because because me going against you is me going against me.
Yeah.
And we both trying to seek for truth, but we fight against each other, and we both don't know the truth, and we both looking. So we'll both kill each other to say, hey, my truth is right and your truth is right, when we both,
it goes back to everything
it's kind of like the Willie Lynch.
It is. It's the Willie Lynch. It's religion. Because how many times have people went to war for God and country? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy how people use God to kill over. So many people have been killed in the name of God.
Yes.
If God is the bringing of all knowing, is the why is humanity using this precious name, this precious word to kill behind and to make it seem like it's right? So if I don't subscribe to you and I don't have blonde hair and blue eyes, you can automatically kill me and say you did it in the name of God.
That's
you can get on a plane and say that Allah said, if I blow up this plane with families and kids, then I'm doing it in the name of Allah.
I did more than read. I lived by it.
So how can why is people using the name of God? Why is people using that precious name? And what is this in a black community, at least? Because we need that help.
We gotta.
So what's your take on that?
Man, that's a beautiful question, brother. Because a lot of people still deal with that even right now today. And the reason why religion is collapsing the way it is, or people are kind of transitioning. All right, it's because when you allow yourself to embrace the fact that heaven and hell is collapsing. This whole idea of heaven and hell, people are starting to really be mindful that all of this might not be real, and it's making people be accountable, but it's also leaving a lot of people in fear. Because there's a reality that has been given to us. And so when you embrace, why was the whole concept of God even given? See, you have to go to the roots of this. People don't want to rely on the book that they were given to understand this essence. That book was given to us for a reason, all right? There's a lot of truth in that book if you know how to decipher it. If you understand that it's talking about the essence of you, if you're talking about it's talking about the essence of God within you, that dwells within you as a person. Not as some big human being in the sky controlling every goddamn thing. All right. So because of this concept of something outside of you is controlling and manipulating life, and you have no idea how to embrace it, you have no idea how to touch it, how to do it, and the only way to do it is through scripture. The only way to do it is through your preacher. See, you never embrace how to touch Creator. You never embrace the fact that you are creation. You never embrace the fact that as creation, you are never separate from the Creator. So all of these things.
So a lot of people right there will they gonna interject right there because they like God is God and man is man. So, but you saying that man is a part of the Creator. Go into that and tell, and because this is what people don't know. The simple thing, we laugh like it's simple, but a lot of people don't know because it wasn't taught to them by their parents. The new grandmother is 29 years old right now.
Mm-hmm.
See, back when I was growing up, the grandmama was 50, 60 years old. She been through a couple of things, and she did a couple of things. So you know, she know how to tend to that child. But you saying that a man is a part of, you know, that's really blowing. That's
I know,
really gonna blow
and I want people to understand.
They not accepting it.
They gotta. The reason why they not is because a part of them doesn't know how to remove the beliefs and the ideas that they've been taught. They don't know. Their mind can't fathom the words that I say because all their mind does is rely on the things that they've been taught to believe about God and about the Creator. So they rely on His word. They go back to this book instead of something that they've experienced, something that they can embrace within themselves. So even when I say this God concept, I'm not talking about in the essence of you being a God. I'm talking about the essence of self-realization. I'm talking about the essence of you knowing who you are. I'm talking about the essence of you knowing the essence of your divine being. You learning how to use the tools that were given to you in this life from the Creator. All right. I'm talking about the essence of a person being able to have knowledge of themselves and not be robbed of this. All right. So when you understand that religion has you bound in the essence of you thinking that something outside of you is greater than you, or something outside of you has created your life and there's nothing you can do about it but abide by these rules. It binds you. So the Creator is nothing that you're free. The Creator, the essence of the divine, and this is what I've learned from the Spirit. All right. And when you touch the Creator, when you actually embrace the essence of this within yourself, through different things that you got to do within yourself, breathing, all these different things, embracing life in its totality. All right. This is all it's talking about, the breath of life. When you understand that the essence of you is talking about chakras and all of this, and the reason why it becomes esoteric, the reason why all this knowledge becomes hidden from us, because somebody took it and used it and manipulated it to keep us bound and hidden away from our divine essence. So when we read something like Corinthians, or we read something like Psalms, we don't understand that these words are really telling us about musical notes. These words are telling us about a divine essence that dwells within us. Talking about ye are dust, ye are made in the image of the Creator. All these different things that are these words. But then they hide them amongst other words about having a begotten Son and all these different words. You know, I can get real into it, but that would only be trying to prove my scholarship. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people want you to go into scholarship. No, I'm not saying you, but there's a lot of people that are debating out here. Right. That's a time. It's a waste of time for me, because I'm not here to debate you on what you believe in. Because guess what? I honor the fact that, see, in certain places you can claim whatever God you want. See, this is what lets you know how much religion divides us. So because of the fact that somebody hears me say that I don't believe in the God that they believe in, or I don't praise or worship the God the same way that they do, automatically they see a problem with that. So automatically they want to bring me back to the word that they know, bring me back to the God that they know, bring me back to the level of knowing that they at. See, this is what people do. Instead of embracing all this knowledge, instead of embracing everybody for where they are and who they are. See, this is what religion does. It divides you. It divides you internally, because you begin to question everybody. And if they don't believe in what you believe in, they on some more shit. And then you want to say that, well, we should be able to talk about it. You want to debate. A lot of people don't want to talk. A lot of people come to you for validation. So that's another thing about religion and scholarship, what all this teaches you. Because the things that you can remember, if you can recite scripture, people say that you know God. So if your preacher can get up there and your preacher can tell you about every scripture in this book without him opening up the book, he can make these words make sense to you that you don't really have no idea on what they mean. Now all of a sudden he's closer to God than you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to the point where this is what religion has done for us. A motherfucker read the Bible, and all of a sudden you more spiritual than somebody who has. Somebody says that they're a preacher. All of a sudden this makes you more holy than somebody who is not a preacher. Somebody who says that they are in the church, I'm in this, and you not. See, this is saying that they closer to God and you don't know God now. You see what I'm saying? See, all the division, man, that's what it's done to us as a people. It's almost
kind of like an entitlement of words.
It's a sense of entitlement, because these words now, especially once you bind yourself with the knowledge, and the preacher thinks that I've read the Bible and I know this, you don't know this. Now, because when anybody comes to him, he automatically deems this person as, or they go to talk. Most preachers I know, if when they hear me talking like this, like I got a bro on old OG on her right now, right? The first thing he said on this was, "Did you read what you're talking about?" That's what he asked me. Like he has to question my knowledge. See, that's what it does to you. He's not questioning my wisdom. He's not questioning my experiences. Fuck what I've lived through. Fuck what you've been through as a human being. Do you know God? You get what I'm saying? Like that's the division we deal with. So we say that we godly people. We say that we are all these things. We say that we Christians and all of this shit. But what does it mean for you truly to be a Christian?
Because the people are not just using the common sense.
There is none. The common sense. Religion takes away the level of common sense because it makes you rely on biblical sense. See, you got to rely on you trying to fight to be a good person. Like, oh, God said this is ugly, so I can't be this way. And oh, Lord, this is I can't cuss, and I got to turn the other cheek, and I got to love my enemy. And man, all that shit causes mental. Wow. Man, all that shit causes mental division within you. Right. How in the hell you gonna love somebody that has hurt you? Right. How you gonna love somebody that has came against you? Now, forgiving and forgetting is two different things. You can forgive somebody, but you never forget. I just posted this. So out of that turn the other cheek, this level of compassion that you have to give to somebody and you don't possess it for yourself, it's going to leave you in a mental fucked up battle internally. So you trying to be a good person now because you can't live up to the standard that has been given to you by religion. You're going to say that you didn't do right by God. I wasn't being a good person. I didn't be good enough to this person. So you're fighting to be good to somebody who's using you, who's hurting you, who's manipulating you. You get what I'm saying? If a motherfucker come in your house and they come in there fucking up your kids, killing your wife, shooting your doing whatever, is you gonna pray to God? You gonna pick up something? You get what I'm saying? Like real shit. So I'm not taking this from nobody. I'm just telling you that it's become a crutch. See, this is what religion has done. It is a crutch for us as a people. So we don't know how to get in tune with that divine essence within ourselves because we're steady looking for it somewhere else.
So, okay, so let me ask you this. Since we done established that is a crutch, that's a crutch in a community. What is the approach that a person should take? Like if they was in the place where they on the scale and what they knew before is not weighing out to what they expect.
Somebody on that verge of breaking free.
Right.
They're trying to break free from them chains.
Society is telling everybody.
Everybody, you preach. Everybody saying you're going crazy. Yeah.
Everybody's in question about now what to believe.
Let go.
Is this real? Is this real?
This do I believe? That's when I tell people.
If I don't believe this, do I believe in God? If I don't subscribe to the Bible that was told to me, am I going to hell? What are people supposed to do? Because this is the dilemma. This is the scary part because they feel like it's blasphemy because they not believing or they questioning the Bible. Mm-hmm. See, when I was raised, I grew up Baptist, Muslim, 5%er. You see, because my great grandmother, when I was little, my great grandmother was Baptist. When I was 7 years old, I started going to the nation, to the nation. My mother, she was like, she couldn't control me or whatever. So I grew up in the nation and, got to jail, CYA, and experienced Christianity. So what is a person of color, any person, because it's not just people of color, but we speaking, I'm talking, I'll say person of color because I'm a person of color. But for any person, what is a person supposed to subscribe to? And is it blasphemy when a person is trying to decide what is right and what is wrong?
Man, well, people, that's a good question. It might sound complex to a lot of people, but it's kind of simple. What people deal with is when you're taking this journey, spirituality, You're taking a journey somewhere that you've never been. Because your whole life, you've been looking for a direction to somewhere to go. You know, usually when you go somewhere, you know what direction to take. You know, you get in the car, you know where you're headed. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually before you come into the essence or that place of where you are to where you're lost, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to hold on to, what to let go. You don't know what to grasp next. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a part of you now that is heading in a different direction. You don't know how to go in this place. Because the only way out comes in. So everything that you've been looking for outside of you, because a part of you starts to look for a program to replace the shit that you're trying to let go. That's what the mind does, because you're like a computer. So you begin to try to replace the things that have been removed, the programs that have been removed, with something else that can take its place. Like, that's what you do. You try to hold on to something. So because of this, you're not allowing yourself to fully let go. See, a total release has to happen. This release has to happen only when you allow yourself to embrace the fact that your ignorance is your most powerful commodity. The shit that you knew should no longer matter to you. The shit that once made sense to you in that place becomes questionable because it's not supposed to make sense to you anymore. So this is why I tell people it's time for you to unplug at that point. That's when it's time for you to embrace rituals for yourself. Start finding things to replace things that bring you more in tune with life instead of something outside of life. Start getting outside more. Start meditating more. Unplug your television. Stop listening to the radio as much. Stop giving a damn about what people telling you should be feeling and going through at that time. Let go of what people are expecting you at that time. Let go of what you're expecting of yourself. The main key. Don't place yourself in such a mental battle. Let go of the guilt that you put on yourself of trying to suffice and trying to live up to something, trying to be enough, trying to be a good person, trying to please God, trying to please everybody. Let go of all of that, because I promise you, once you reach that place, if you look at your outside life, something has already happened. 9 times out of 10, when you're in that place internally, your life has already responded accordingly outside of you. 9 times out of 10, your life is probably in a chaotic place when you're in that place. You probably alone. Either you're probably in a place of moving. Either you probably ain't got nowhere to stay. Either you probably down to your lowest. You probably at a point to where you can't really make an idea or a concept on what's coming next in your life. That is the most beautiful place to be in. Not knowing what is about to happen. Not knowing what is in your control. Because in that moment is when you allow less control to become the best control. So it takes a moment of surrender. So surrendering has to happen. So what are you surrendering to? You're surrendering to you. You're learning to trust you more. You're learning to love you more. You can't do that if you're steady allowing yourself to be pulled in every direction. So when you're in that time and you're in that mental discord and that mental battle, stay alone. Try to find such a place of being alone and where you never feel lonely again. And I tell you, I promise you that if you stay in that place long enough, you will come out. It's like coming into a cocoon and you emerge the butterfly. It's like going into the ashes and you emerge the phoenix. You know what I'm saying? It's like going through a rebirth. So if you allow that transitional phase to happen during your rebirth phase, it's only going to take you deeper into yourself. So be willing to go deeper into yourself at that time.
Well, man, this has been it's been a lot. It's been mind opening and it's been real. It's been a real one. It's been a real one because I expected one thing and got way much more. What I expected. I don't want to hold the brother up if you want to go. If you want to keep on going.
Nah, I gotta go. I got a reading I gotta do.
Right. So we appreciate family.
Yeah.
What's been going on and what we enjoyed today, and we ask you to continue to grow and build and to stay with yourself and to look in yourself and stop giving your powers away to everybody else.
Yeah,
that's my suggestion.
And I would leave the world with this for everyone who's going to watch this in the future and everyone who's watched this now. This is live streaming on YouTube, by the way, beloveds, and I'll share it on my page once it's uploaded. But I want you all to understand something here. In this life, the longest relationship you have is with yourself. Once you allow yourself to fully embrace your life and what it means, and what your life means is life is happening inside of you. Nothing that you've experienced has happened outside of your life. Everything that you know, everything that you feel, everything that you think you love is an essence of something that happens internally. There's levels to love. When you learn to love yourself, you can call this the essence of love. When you learn to love something more than you, this becomes the essence of bliss. When you learn to love all things and you learn to embrace the essence of all things, this becomes the essence of ecstasy. So what stage or what level do you want to experience love in this life? So the ways that you know love, the things that you know about love, the things that you think to be true about love have been taught to you. They have been given to you. They have been instilled in you. They have been drilled in your mind. Your emotions have been taken over. Your emotions have been hijacked by your physical nature. All right? Your intelligence has been hijacked by your emotions. When these things happen to you, you lose the essence of who you are. So this shit happened to us early. This shit happened to you when you were a child. This shit happened to you when you were growing up. So you grew up looking for love in all the wrong places. You grew up mentally divided. You grew up mentally fucked up. A lot of things had to play in this. Your parents, religion, a lot of different things. You can focus on problems, a lot of problems, but the solution becomes you. See? So I'm not here to focus on all the problems. I can give you lists, many of them. There's a lot of things that got you where you are. The only thing that's going to take you from that place is you. I guarantee you that. The only thing that's going to get you to where you're trying to go is you. I guarantee you that. It's not that you only get one life. You get one body. Your body is the vessel. Your body is the vehicle to take you where you want to go in this life. Your thoughts only create a bridge for you to get there. For you to go places, it requires energy. It requires for you to put your energy in motion. If your emotions are hindering your energy is going to be stagnant. Your emotions are your energy in motion. See, this is how this works. So because of your mental health, because of the ways that you view yourself mentally, this is what your mental health equates to. The way you view yourself mentally in this life equates to your mental health. The way you view yourself mentally equates to the way that you view others and the way that you love others mentally. Because all of it equates to the way that you view and love yourself. So what you think is not just how you feel. What you feel is also how you think. So until you free your heart, your mind will forever be clouded. So your mind and your heart operate on one accord. The problem is you are too intertwined in both of them to understand that neither one of them are truly you. Both of them are tools that have been given to you in this life for you to learn how to live and manifest the life that you desire. The problem is you have too many desires. You got too many wants. You got too many things that you love instead of loving the essence of life that dwells within you. Peace and love. Namaste, Design One. Gratitude to you all. I appreciate you all for your time and energy. I truly do. This was our first broadcast. I think we went like 4 hours or something. But it was a lot of knowledge put out, a lot of raw emotion. You couldn't script this. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm in gratitude for the opportunity, and I applaud my brother. He has a lot of good equipment here and a lot of good things that we can make good use to. So this is not going to be the first and not going to be the last. All right. So I want you all to bear with us, as we work through a couple of things, how that go. So we're going to get this thing together. And I appreciate everyone for their time and energy. I do. And I want you all to understand that the divine dwells within you. And so the divine dwells within me. So may the divine in me meet the divine in you. Namaste.
Like I always say, family, it's your boy Richie Rich. I'm going to find out for me. When I find out for me, I'm going to give it to we, and then we going to be. And let that being said, it's your boy Richie Rich, and we out.
Yes, sir.